Sorry guys, hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to another live stream. Really excited today, so I'm just having some nuts and snacks. Keep me going. I'm very excited about today. I'm excited to teach you something that I'm really passionate about. It's very meaningful for me, and I know it's going to be very meaningful for you. And it's something that a lot of people struggle with. So I'm going to be covering today. Clue is in the title. How to pick up beautiful women or attract them with honesty when you feel depressed, when you don't feel good about yourself. I'm going to also answer your questions as well. I'm doing great. How you guys doing? So, hang on a sec. So basically, I'll tell you what happened today, because today inspired this live stream. And I generally do these live stream all the time based on, based on the honest truth, based on experiences that my students have on the 6 weeks program and that I have. So it's not based on theory or book or what I think. It's based on what I know and what I've just experienced, what I've seen students go through. Excuse me. So any questions you have now, I can answer them for you. We can do it a different way. I can answer the questions for a bit and I'll get into the talk, because usually I get into the talk and then I start doing the questions. So we can, if you've got any questions that you're really dying to ask me now, and then I'll answer them for you, and then we can move on and see how this live stream picks up. We've been going really well, these live streams. They're getting really popular. A lot of people are coming on, so it's really good. I've had a couple of clients as well that have reached out and come and done coaching with me because of the value that I've been giving on the live streams. The guys are getting a lot out of this. So I have some clients who Skype, had a guy from the States work with me in London one-on-one, which is really good. Okay, I'm just eating these nuts because I'll tell you what, man, when you're talking, it takes so much energy and you get hungry. So I'm just sharing this to my social media. Okay. So just to give you a bit of a heads up what the live stream's about, so you know it's definitely worth staying on. So I'm really going to cover, today I'm definitely going to cover a lot about picking up women, attracting women from the street, which is, I'm an expert at teaching and doing. So I know guys are really going to value this. So I'm going to go into the steps, what you need to do. They're all the steps I teach on the 6 weeks program. I'm going to give them to you now for free. And then I'm going to talk about depression and anxiety and a solution, rather than always talking about the problem. We know about the problem. There's videos online about it. There's therapists, psychologists. I'm going to give a solution because everyone wants a solution. That's the most important thing. You can talk all day about the problem. That ain't going to really change it. So I'm going to give you a solution. So let me know where you're from. I know Temp already. I know you've been following me for a while. I know Daniel Horror as well. If you're new to the channel, let me know where you're from, how you found the channel, anything you want to tell me, introduce yourself, don't be shy. Okay, we're going to get started. I'm finishing nuts now. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so again, guys, apologies. I don't plan these talks. I don't write scripts. It's not really my style. I just talk. Off the heart, and yeah. So I don't plan it. It's not really my style. I prefer just to be raw and honest. Hold on a second. Okay. Right. So, okay. Now the reason why I thought about this the other day. Hey Andre, how you doing? Now, I've realized this for quite a few years actually, since coaching the guys that I get on the programs. Now, depression and picking up women or meeting. I prefer meeting and attracting women naturally on the street. Even though I don't hear many coaches talking about this as much, they may touch on it, but I've come to realize that they're really related. And I really want to speak about what is actually going to get results and what my clients struggle with and how I help them week in, week out. So yeah, I mean, of course it's normal to feel depressed if you're not dating anyone or you're not getting laid or you don't have confidence to speak to women or you've struggled all your life or you got bullied at school, you've got a lot of shit in your past. Of course that's going to create some depression and it's going to make you you're going to experience anxiety with that. The question is what can you do to change it? Because this is what I was asking myself for many years. I suffered with this for years. I suffered for years with depression and anxiety and paranoia and loneliness and low self-esteem. And my life was just the same. It didn't change. Every day it was like hell. I hated it. I wanted to commit suicide when I was 25. I just didn't have the courage to do it. So I kind of didn't really want to commit suicide, but I felt like doing it because there was nothing to look forward to. Every day was hell for me. I couldn't really talk to people. I didn't have any motivation. I was frightened all the time. I was down in the dumps, And I look back because the reason why sometimes I talk about my past, some people say, why do you keep talking about your past, Johnny? Just let it go. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. I want to talk about it because there are a lot of tips and steps that I can get from talking about my past that I can share with other people that will help them with their past to get them results today. And it helps me too. I feel good about it. I'm talking about it from a positive point. I'm not moaning or being a victim. So it's interesting because I just want a little bit about the psychology about depression and anxiety. I think I'm qualified to talk about this. I've had a lifetime of this myself. And I've also, I don't want to exaggerate. I've had a lot of depression myself and anxiety. But in periods, like this could be a 3-year period, I've had a lot of happiness and success and I've been free from social anxiety and life anxiety. How you doing, Jeremy? So I want to give you both perspectives. Like I always say, I want to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I have to give you the good and the bad and the ugly. Because if I only give you the good and not the bad and the ugly, you're going to be misled. You're not going to get the full results. It's almost like me saying, sorry, I can't explain it, but I need to tell you everything. This is my style. It makes me feel more honest and more free. So, I just wrote a newsletter as well, my newsletter. So if you're not on my newsletter, make sure you get on it. I just wrote a whole essay on this because I really want to get this out because for many years, I didn't know what to do. I really didn't. I just was praying to God, man, please help me, man. Please get me out of feeling like this. Every single day, it feels like I'm in hell. I'm going to war. I don't even want to leave my house. That's how I used to feel. I don't want to interact with people. I don't want eye contact. I don't want to go into the shop. I just don't want to go out on the street. I don't want to be in public. Even with my family, it's nothing personal. I love them. There's times where I was just scared. I didn't want to be around anyone because I felt awful. So I relate to the struggles of the clients that I have. Even though some of them are not, they might not be struggling as bad as I did way back in the past. Some of them are, some are in different places. Anyway, so working with my student, I won't give his full information. I won't say his name, keep it private, could be anyone. But he watched one of my lives I can't remember, about a month ago. And he'd been following me for about 4 or 5 years on the YouTube channel. Okay, he'd never done coaching, never done a boot camp. I don't think he'd done that much approaching. So he saw the live. No, sorry. He came to a free event that I did, my Fearless event, and I've actually got the same event coming up next Sunday. You guys are welcome to come. He come to that event. He met me in person. He really enjoyed it, and then he approached me at the end and said, "I just want to say I enjoyed it so much, and I've been following you for quite a long time now, since 4 or 5 years ago, since you started. Thank you." I said, "No problem." So he emailed me after the event and said that he didn't have that much money, but he really wants to do my program. He's decided he's never done a program. It's a big risk for him. So he got the money together, and I was doing a discount at the time, and he signed up. And then he was on one of my live streams, and then from the live stream, he fully decided. So he took my 6 weeks program, and I really like him. He's very good. He's great to work with. He doesn't mess around. He does what I say. He takes action, and basically, let me just explain this. From the first session, I knew that he's going to get a lot of success. It ain't going to be that much work for me on the practical side. Like, his approach is not that bad. He's already got, even though he doesn't believe in himself, I can see it because I've been coaching people for so long now. Like, I don't need to work that much on his technical approach. Like, he can go and compliment if I ask him. He can speak. He's not stuttering and that bad like some of the students I work with who are more hard case newbies, like I was at the start. So I think on the second session he already got a phone number. In the third session he got a couple more phone numbers, and in session 4 he's up to about 6 phone numbers and very good connections with women. And a couple of the women have texted him back, and I was helping him with a text part because they want to meet him. Today's the 5th session, and he turns up, and he's been happy. He's been traveling. He goes to the gym. He does his own personal development at the gym. I was talking to him about how important going to the gym is for your mental health, to get the depression away, to make you feel good talking to people and women. So today he came, and he's a very honest guy. He's very brave, and he said to me, "Johnny, it's not easy for me to say this. I don't want to upset you." And I said, "You're not." He said, I'm feeling depressed today. You know? So he told me he's not feeling good because he missed out on his gym session, and that happens to a lot of people. So he said, my routine, I missed out. I didn't go gym for a couple of days, and I've got negative voices in my head telling me that I'm not good enough, and your coaching is a waste of time, and all the women that gave me phone numbers, they don't really like me. So he's having a lot of doubt, you know, because of the past. So I said to him, it's very normal to have these voices. Everyone has it. I have it. Even successful people, don't be fooled. But a lot of people are not honest. They're not going to tell you. They're not going to say, yeah, I've got a voice in my head every now and then that tells me I'm not good enough. They're just, some people are too egotistical. They're not that vulnerable and open. I'm not judging them. That's just how they are. I'm not like that. I never have been. I don't see the point in lying about things, especially when it's nothing to be ashamed of. So he was surprised that I get that, but I deal with it better. So I said to him, well, the voice obviously isn't true because you've gotten great results, and I've watched you get better every session, and you've only got to look at the facts. It's not even just what I tell you. And he said, it's true. He said, when you look at the facts, I've actually got success. You've got 6 phone numbers within 4 coaching sessions. Some of those numbers the girls are texting back, he can go on dates with them. He almost had an instant date on our second session. He's had so many good approaches, so many women interested. So there is enough proof to show him that he's got the results. But this is because of bad childhood trauma and stuff like that. So he said today he didn't feel like approaching us. This is a little bit of reverse psychology that I do on people, and it helps them. So I just said, look, if you don't want to approach today, you don't have to. We can just go for a walk. We can just talk. We can go and get a coffee. So he said, sure, no problem. And I kind of knew that he's going to approach. We just need some time. So I said, no, you want to talk about it. If you talk about your problems or your depression or the voices that you're hearing in your head, you're going to feel better afterwards. So he said, okay, I'll try that. We did that in one of the other sessions. So he tells me about his past, his issues with a parent, and then this problem, that problem. He doesn't feel good enough with women. He doesn't really believe that a woman can ever love him and like him. And I said, okay, now I said, on the path to succeeding, it's natural that these things are going to come up. It came up for me years ago as I was breaking through and getting results. And even when I was starting to get laid, I was getting these voices as well. And I know everyone does. And it's common with clients. I'm experienced dealing with inner voices, and the inner voices are what create depression. Because if you keep listening to them, they make you feel awful. So I said to him, the challenge is is to challenge the voices and take action. So I said, we've got an hour left. Would you like to challenge yourself and approach women anyway, even though you don't feel good and you don't feel good enough? And he said, yes. So the first approach he does in St. James's Park with an English girl, it goes really well. Then he smiles, then he laughs, and he says to me, I said, see, how do you feel now? He goes, I feel better. He said, not fully better, but much better. He did another approach. He feels better now. But then he says, I can't believe how much I feel better, Johnny. Because I said, you've gotten out of your head. You've got present. You've got into state. And now he feels positive. We go Covent Garden. He sees a beautiful girl in the market. I saw her first. He both saw her. You know, you can't help it when you see a beautiful woman, great figure. I said, I want you to go and talk to this one, approach her. He says, I can't do it. You know, she's too beautiful. I said, you have to do it. And I'm asking you to do it. He did it. He approached her in the market in Covent Garden. I watched the approach. It was going well. She's laughing. He's talking to her, asking her where she's from. He walks out of the market. He's in Covent Garden area, and the conversation's going long. It's going longer and longer. And I thought, this is great. You might go for it. You might get an instant date. So in the end, he disappears. I can't see him. So I phone him, and he picks his phone up, and I just said, how are you getting on? You with the girl? Because we're going to finish the session. It's coming to an end. I'll leave you with her. Well done. He goes, I'll call you back, John, and let you know. So he calls me back in about a minute. He says, I'm coming back to you. I just got her phone number. It went really well. He's so happy. I said, what a turnaround. What an amazing session. So the concept of today's live stream is how to get out of depression and anxiety and not feeling good, and dealing with negative voices with regards to meeting women by taking action. And I've been saying this on the channel a lot, but I'm going to explain it in a different way so people will really understand it. And there's a couple of mindset shifts that you need to make to take action, because he said, well, when you're with me, Johnny, I feel like I can do anything because you're a good teacher. You make me feel good. You're kind. You motivate me. When I'm with you, I feel like I can do anything, but my mind's telling me when you go and I'm on my own, I can't do nothing. And I said, well, the whole point of coaching is that you will need me for a certain amount of time. Obviously, if you could do it on your own, you wouldn't hire me. And he went, that's true. And I said, but you won't need me forever. What I'm going to teach you is how to teach yourself. And I'm basically going to teach you and build your confidence up so that you won't need me anymore. And we're coming to that. We're not finished the program yet. And he realized I'm talking the truth, facts, and how it works. I'm going to ask you questions in a second, guy. Please hold on, right? It's very important. I want to get this across. So he says at the end, you've taught me a lot today. I really understand. I said, now you've got a blueprint. You have a formula. So anytime you get really down or depressed about yourself and about life or women, you know what you need to. And he said, the solution, Johnny, is to take action. Because when you don't feel good, naturally, your human instinct is, I don't feel good, so I'm not going to do anything. But that's the trap of depression and anxiety. If you don't do anything, you're going to feel like shit. I've been there, man. And if you keep staying there, you're going to feel suicidal. I know it. So I want to talk facts and be straight. But if you take action, it can totally change. So now he's got 7 numbers. He's going to go on some dates very soon. He's going to get laid. He's going to get a girlfriend. He's only 26 years of age. He's very young. And he's doing so well. You know, he's doing very well on the program. So I wanted to share that success story. It's important. I'm going to answer a few questions now and continue to talk. So the main concept is, and I'm doing it myself at the moment, this is why I'm in a really good place again. Because if I don't maintain my mental health, and if I don't take action, I get depressed. Tyson Fury even said the same. He said, if I don't go gym every day, I get depressed and I get anxiety. It comes back. So I have to, this is my medicine. The same for me. If I don't teach people, if I don't do public talks, if I don't go to the gym, if I don't maintain a relationship with my family, if I don't maintain a relationship with my friends and myself, and I don't keep clear of my addictions, of course, all of this depression comes back. So you've got to stay on top of it. And I told him he has to be a bit more disciplined. And great, you know, we had a great breakthrough, and I'm sure the next session is going to be amazing. But yeah, anyway, so how are we doing? I started downloading both your infield as well devices. I searched on YouTube. You've got no idea how your videos have transformed me within 3 weeks. I'm from Lusaka, Zambia in South Central Africa. You're welcome, man. I'm so grateful, and I'm starting to realize how much the work that I'm doing helps people. So that's I'm really pleased. What can I say? I'm going to call my ex who hates me in a minute. I've got any tips on what to say? I've been so depressed these 4 days about her, and I want to get her back. Do it, do it. What are you going to lose? Go for it. It sounds like you made your mind up already. I wish you the best, man. Do what you need to do. You'll feel better. She's already moved to somebody else. Usually, women always have options. Sorry, not all this could be true, not always true, but you have to prepare for that. Mm, mm. Okay. Any more questions before we move on to the next part of the talk? And I'm going to get into this. Also, as well, you're very welcome, man. Welcome. That story about a student is inspiring. Thanks, Jeremy. You're very welcome, Jeremy. This is just literally a few hours ago, and he inspired me as well. I'm going to share another story. This is true. When we finished the session, at the end, we went and grabbed a burrito, got some food, and he was so happy. He's like, "Let me get the food." And I said, "Sure." So he left. He told me he's going to call the girl that he met today and see if she wants to meet up for a drink in London. And I thought, actually, I've got some time on my hands. I'm going to go out and approach myself because I'm single at the moment too. I'm looking to date again. I have been dating, so I forgot I was on 5 dates a week and a half. So I went and done some approaches today. This is really interesting. My student inspired me, and I saw the most beautiful girl in Trafalgar Square coming towards me. Long legs, long hair, young, in her 20s, beautiful. And a voice actually said in my head, what the voice said? He said, "You're not good enough for a Johnny because the way you are today, it's not enough. Like you need more preparation to get a girl like this." And I've had beautiful women. I've dated many. Recently, just dated a stunning girl. But the voice is still. This is what I'm saying. The voice is powerful. I still get it. So if I'm going to get it, of course, like I'm nothing special. But of course, even guys who've never done what I've done, they're going to get it. So don't worry about it. So what I did was the same as what I told him to do. I approached the girl anyway. I didn't know for sure. And in a minute, I got her phone number. She's beautiful. She was all over me. I just was myself. I was honest. I just said, I made a joke. I went, oh, you nearly got in my way there because she was coming towards me. She laughed. And she was going to continue. And I kind of stopped her. I went, hang on a second. And then she stopped. And I just said, where are you from? It's Switzerland. We talked for a little bit. There was a great chemistry, and then I just asked for a number. I said, "Are you spontaneous?" She says, "I am." I said, "Well," I said, "So am I." And I said, "Why don't we be spontaneous and we go for a drink? I take you out another time. Can I call you? Would you like that?" And she said, "Yeah, I would like that. Take my number." Very simple. I walked away. I felt great, and I thought it's true. I've just gone and taught this to a student. He just got a number from a beautiful girl. He's inspired me, contradictory to what I'm inspiring him, to push myself because I don't want to be a hypocrite. I don't want to be telling guys to go out and not listen to their voices that say they're not good enough and get success, and they do, and then I'm not doing it myself. And it was great meeting her. Then I went and met another girl today, and then I met another girl. So I need to share that because it's the truth. And I guess all I can say to you guys is go and try it. Go and try it for yourself. Or if you can't do it alone at the moment, then do what he's done and so many other guys. Come and work with me. Come and inquire about doing my 6 weeks program and see the results that you're going to get. And having my help is going to be life changing. And that's what I realized. I think the key thing there's a lot of value in what I do and my coaching. There's so many positive aspects, the results, but the key thing I'm learning at the moment, the most value and benefit that my students are getting out of having me in a life as a coach and why they're paying me is when they hit these low moments, when they get depressed, and their mind and they want to give up and quit, I can pick them up. I can speak to a guy for half an hour, 40 minutes because of my experience, my personality. Thank God it comes natural to me. And I can lift him up and help him to get a result and get out of feeling, not good enough or down and then make him feel great. So that's the importance of having some support and a coach. And a lot of time, most people don't have that in their life. They don't really have support from in that way. Family love us and support us, but your mum and dad are not going to be able to life coach you or give you dating coaching unless they're dating coaches, which probably they're not. So mentors are so important, and if I didn't have an earlier mentor when I first started and I didn't meet Floyd, I probably wouldn't have got to where I got to. I certainly wouldn't have got there as quick. So we can't do everything alone. So that's how you deal with the voices, and you just keep challenging them. So you use the voices as motivation, because if you don't use the voices, they'll use you. Um, yes, that's great. Okay, Daniel says, same here. The voice will always say you're not good enough yet. Yep, so you just got to continue disproving it. And as I said before, you got to be strong, man. You can't feel sorry for yourself, because there's always stuff going on in the world. There's people going through a lot worse than you're going through. Everyone's got great potential. There is a there is there is a room for you to respond, and you can turn your life around. So who is brave enough to challenge the voice is going to succeed in life. That's really simple. Um, and it's not enough to just keep saying, yeah, oh, my voice is, what are you going to do about it? That's my question to all of you. What are you going to do about it? You're just going to accept your fears and insecurities, or are you going to be a man? Are you going to go out and do what a man is supposed to do and face your fears and overcome them and succeed and fail as well on the way? Otherwise, being a victim, complaining, no one really cares, to be honest. I've got to be straight, guys, to a certain extent. Unless you're paying someone, a coach, or you've got a really caring friend, and most people don't have one, to be honest. No one really cares about your problems and your issues and your inner voices, because people are dealing with their own. So for me, coaching has always been a great thing, because it's not like something I have to do. I choose to do it, and I'm good at it. But at the same time, I think because of what I've been through, and I haven't really got too much of a tolerance for too much weakness and cowardness, because it will not get you nowhere. It's okay to have someone say, "Oh, I feel so sorry for you, man. Is that what you're going through? You have anxiety. You have these voices. You're not good with girls." That won't get you laid, man. I'm sorry, but that won't get you laid. It won't get you the girl. It will just fuck you up. So even though it's nice in the moment when someone is being empathetic, and I'm very empathetic naturally, it's my personality. I want to please people and help them, and I feel a incredible amount of compassion for people. But at the same time, I have a strict side to me, a strong side that doesn't tolerate this complaining and being a victim, because you've got to man up, because if you stay like that, no one cares. Trust me, the girls don't care. They're not walking around going, "Oh, I really feel sorry for that guy. He has issues with women. I'm going to sleep with him." They're not going to do that. I'm sorry. They don't want that. They want you to be a strong man. So you've got to make yourself strong. And if you can't do it, then you've got to get a coach and get a therapist or a dating coach or a life coach to mentor you and help you. And this is the best advice I could probably give anyone. I'll give to my younger self. You have to take responsibility. You've got to be strong. You've got to be brave. You've got to go through it. You've got to go through being uncomfortable. And then when you succeed, you'll be so happy that you got there. And I'd much rather someone tell me the truth than someone lie and say, because poor you feeling, I don't feel sorry for any of you guys, I'll be honest. You got health, you got family, I'm sure you got food. I don't feel sorry for you. I want to help you, and I am helping you. I'm doing everything I can. I'm giving you what's helped me and many of my clients. But I don't care to feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for a guy I see homeless on the floor, freezing cold, or someone who's, people getting killed around the world. But come on, guys, at the end of the day, you're struggling with a bit of anxiety and the fear of going up to one if you're going to get rejected. You've got to man up. You've got to do something about it, because there's bigger things in the world going on than your little problems. So I'm telling myself this as well. So today, it's just coming out. I'm letting it naturally come out, because before I've been probably, and it's been the right thing at that time, probably overly compassionate, and it won't. So don't be cowards, man, because cowards don't get anywhere in life. You will not make any money being like that. You won't make friends. The girls are not going to be into you like that. You've got to change. You've got to work on yourself and develop and become stronger and more honest, and then it will happen for you. So the key is what I've been saying on all the live streams, all the teaching. Oh, we just cut out for a second there. So the key is you've got to take action. Otherwise, it won't change. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you from experience. I've been in this industry a long time. I've been around lots of people, and the ones who don't take action, they don't get a dating coach. They don't do boot camps. They won't do a coaching program. They won't go out. They get worse. They deteriorate. Their mental health gets worse. They get more anxiety. They get stuck on this whole just watching videos. So really important that you get your shit together as quick as possible, man. Seriously, because life's short, and and I'll leave it till next week turns into next month and a year. So if you're not doing it right now, you probably won't do it in 6 months' time or next year. You'll be in the same position. How many of you, tell the truth, are in the same position now that you were in last year? Probably a lot of you are. Not much has changed for you. And I take my words back if some of you have changed, which is great. And there's been some people on the webinar doing it. So I've got to call it out and got to call it for what it is, because this information will change your life. And I wish I would have known this when I started. So I got to a point in my life where I just stopped feeling sorry for myself. I stopped looking for sympathy. I stopped looking for people to understand me. And I just went into a different mindset. And that it changed my whole life. It got me great results with women. It skyrocketed my success, my business, everything. So the power's within you. And it's true what Tyson Fury said. At the end of the day, no one can make you happy but yourself. You have to wake up, he's right, and want to be a better person and want to be positive. You've got to want to go to the gym and do it. There's too many weak men today in this culture who just talk all day. They complain, they go on forums, but they never do anything. And I'm just got to a point where I'm sick of it. I'm sick and tired of it, because I think to myself, for all of the guys that I've worked with that are taking action and suffer and grow and put the work in and get the results, why are these guys not doing it? Why are they cowards? It infuriates me, actually. It does. And I've got to get this out. And I'm not going to just have a positive image because I'm a coach. I've got to be honest and raw. I'm human as well. I've got to say how I feel. So a lot of you, seriously, you got to man up, man. You got to toughen up, because your life ain't going to change if you don't. You're not, because it ain't going to help you, man. It won't. It will not help you if I come on and just go, you know what, Jeremy, you know what, Yasin, you know what, Mark, don't worry, man. I know it's hard for you. I know you've suffered. I know you got bullied at school. I know you've got anxiety. I know that you feel bad. I know it's hard to approach women. Don't worry, man. You're in the right. It's just terrible. So I got to say, Jeremy, I've got to be real with you, man. You need to fucking man up. You need to get your shit together. Yasin, you got to get your shit together, my friend. Daniel, you got to get your shit together, mate. If you don't get your shit together, you ain't going to get laid. You're going to be broke. I personally don't wish that on you. I will be happy that you can get the results. And then you're going to be happy with me. I've got to be honest with you, man. I've got to talk to you the same way I would behind your back. It to your face. I'm a man. I'm a man of honor. I'm a man of courage. So I'm going to speak to you and tell you the truth. And I'm honest with my clients, and that's why they get results. Otherwise, it's just going to be, like, it's okay for your grandma to do this with you, because that's great, or your mum or your dad. That's what they're there for, family. But not a coach, not a man to man. I've got to call it for what it is, man. And when I was struggling years ago, Floyd was it was kind of compassionate, but he was strict on me. He told me, man, you got such a negative way of thinking, Jonathan. You got to think more positive. You gotta try, man. And I didn't like it at the start, because at the time I wasn't used to people being honest. I was used to people saying, "Don't worry, man. It's okay that you've got anxiety, that you don't have a job, that you're a loser." Now he told me the truth, and he changed my life, because then I went, you know what? I didn't like it at the time, but I followed his advice, and now obviously I'm glad he gave it to me. So most of you at this moment in time, you totally suck, and you choose to suck, and you make excuses. You blame women, you blame society, you blame your past. No one cares. No one cares. Only you can care for you, really. And it's even family to a certain extent. They love you. Of course, they don't want to see anything bad happen to you. They don't care. They don't. Your friends don't care to a certain extent because they're too worried about their own bills, their problems. Now, you could look, you could paint me as a bad man. I'm not being, or a good person. However you want to paint me, I'm straight and honest, and that's why I get results for people. So get your thinking right. Wake up, man up. You've got amazing potential, all of you. You've got health. You've got fresh air. You can walk out the house. You can take a mentorship. You've got money. You guys can go into your savings. You can invest in my coaching. I can help you change your life. You can come to free events. There's free videos on YouTube. My teaching's free. You got to get off your asses, guys, and come off the live streams and stop fucking about watching porn, what you're doing. I know all the secrets. I did all of it. So I was like this before, and I changed it. No one gave a flying fuck about me 13 years ago when I was depressed. No one even knew who I was. Only my mum, my dad, my brother, a couple of friends, but no one gave a shit. No girl felt sorry for me. I didn't get laid. I had to change my attitude. I had to stop being a victim. And by taking action, you know what you're saying? You're saying I'm a positive person. Yeah, okay. I know some of you are going to say bad things happen to me in school. You think bad things happen to me? I was always a good kid. I was a nice person. People come and try and put knives to me, rob me, spit on me, abuse me. I went through so much shit at school, and I could easily have the mentality where I just hate everyone and not want to help anyone. But I chose not to. I didn't want to be that person. So you got to turn it around. This is what successful people do. They turn their situation from terrible into something very beautiful and amazing. And then everyone's going to say, "Well done." You're going to get the approval because that's really what you're looking for. And I'm not some perfect guru. I don't want to be. I'm not. I'm no different to you, but I've just got a bit more courage than all of you. I've got more balls. I've gone out and faced more. You can do the same, and then you'll get the results. So I've got to get this out and tell you guys the truth. You know, stop complaining about your fears. Stop complaining. No one cares. No one's listening. Man up. Man the fuck up, guys. And then you're going to be happy. You're going to be thanking me. Forget this whole wanting to be liked. Forget that. Come on. I had to work my ass off to get laid in this game. I was a loser at school. I was. I didn't like it. It was the truth. Do I celebrate Valentine's Day? If I find a Valentine's Day, yes. But yeah, I was a negative person. I blamed everyone when I was younger. It didn't do me any good. Now I've chosen not to live like that. So the main key to success is taking responsibility. And when you do, you'll get all the results. You guys will get laid. You'll make money. You'll make friends. You'll get rid of your anxiety. You'll sort yourself out. So it's really, really clear and simple. And sometimes the hard way is the best way. My dad used to say that. I didn't like it when I was younger. I'm starting to realize my dad was right about many things, even though the way he did it was very, very, aggressive and harsh. But I can see now he's right because it doesn't help you this soft, nice guy approach in life. You'll be crushed like that. Rum and coke. I need a rum and coke to deal with you guys. I'm just joking. I'm having a bit of fun and a bit of fiery. No, it's just a Coca-Cola. There's no rum in it. But I've got to be honest, guys. I think I've got a natural frustration and a little bit of righteous anger and a low tolerance to guys that don't take action. Maybe I'm projecting a little bit of my own frustrations towards people that don't take action. But I'm not going out and preaching to the choir. I'm speaking to a group of men who want to get results. Just let me know, guys. Be straight with me. Come on, at least be honest. Do you guys want to get results with women? Yes or no? Just write yes. I certainly do. I'm 35. If I died tomorrow, and I hope I don't, I achieved great results with women. I slept with loads of girls. I lived it, man. I achieved all the successful women. Great, yes. Jeremy, great. Yes, you were serious. I need to know if you guys are committed. I don't want to be wasting my time on these live streams, my energy, my heart. I want to know that it's gonna make a difference and get you the results. At the end of the day, it's about results. And if you're not getting results, then something's not right. You need to make changes. I really want to get you to get results. That's my goal on the channel. Yes, I'm saving up. Good man, you know. And you got to invest, you know. Too many people today are scared to spend money. You're going to die soon, you know, and you're spending the money on, I know what guys are like. They spend hundreds of thousands a year on rubbish, on junk food, on, come on, man, you know. I didn't read Mark Manson's book. I don't know this guy. I heard of him. I don't read, I'm talking from my own experience. This is me. I don't talk from someone what I read their book. I'm talking, this is, you know, this is my personality, this is my experience. And what I've learned today is the generation today of men has become a joke. They're too soft. The older generation, the men were stronger. And I'm not talking about that you have to start beating people up and big muscles. I'm not on about that. You know, your heart, the men today, they just lack heart. Strong strength, you know, strong in love, strong in honesty, courage, integrity, heart. Come on, guys, where is it? You know, come on, man. And if you're in your 30s and you don't get your shit together, you're going to be fucked by the time you're in your 50s. And you've got to hurry up, man. You guys got to get your shit together. Yeah, you know what my book will say? It will say, take fucking action on the front. And when you open up the pages, it will just say, books are for pussies. Take action now. Put the fucking book down. Get the fuck off your ass and go out and face all of your fears and be a man. That's what the book will say. I'm not joking. He's laughing his ass off. I'm laughing, but it's the truth. You know, because at the end of the day, people are full of shit. They know what to do. They are scared of facing the fear. They're scared to suffer. You go into it, it'll change your life. What I'm saying today is going to change your life. You know? Most guys today are cowards. Most men are cowards. They are. You know, I would be ashamed, and I felt ashamed at many times in my life. You know, I felt like a coward. I would be ashamed to be like the general man of today, who is on the keyboard, not taking action in his life, not being a decent, not doing what he's supposed to do, which is something a lot greater than he's doing. Sitting on his ass, wanking off to porn, talking shit, complaining, following the bullshit celebrities and the news and the negativity and all the rest of it, and not stepping up, being a man, and fulfilling his potential. It's obvious advice. All of you know it deep down, but you're running from it. The whole thing about writing a book at the moment, I probably think I will write the book probably in 2020, another year. I want to do a lot more talks and videos. You know, so, you know, I'm giving you guys the truth, man. You know, and this is the truth that your friends, probably your friends, are not going to tell you, right? They're going to be too scared. They want to upset you, but sometimes you have to upset someone and hurt their feelings to help them in the long run. Because most people will be nice to you, keep keep you happy in the short run. Then you're going to suck in the long run. You've got to get your shit together, man. You know, you've got to be a strong, masculine man if you want to do well with women. And you don't have to be perfect. I'm not perfect, neither are you. But nonetheless, you got to make it happen. You know, yeah, come on, man. Yeah. So, yeah, you have to be cruel to be kind sometime, you know. And it's funny because when I first started teaching, obviously, it's a long time. This is 8 years ago, almost 9 years ago. I never would have said this to you guys or any of my clients. I would be I wouldn't say scared, but I would be worried I'm going to hurt your feelings, or you're going to think I'm too aggressive, or I'm being nasty, I'm not being compassionate. But the truth is, like, the truth is, that's what really I wanted to say back then, but I had to build more confidence myself to say this because it's going to help you. And I don't always say it in this way to every student because it's not always appropriate, but today it feels appropriate, especially that we're on the live stream. You know, you guys can't throw punches at me from the live stream, and I can't punch you because if I could get some of you, I'm having a joke. All right. So I'm sure you can understand what I'm saying within all the things I'm saying. So if you're depressed, if you're not feeling good, if you've got a lot of voices in your head telling you that you're not good enough, you've got to get off your ass and challenge them and find out if it's true. Because if you sit with them, then, you know, all right, Andre, I'm going to punch you, mate. Do you ask me for it? Okay. Boom. Who wants a punch? Let me know, right? I give you a virtual punch. It's basically it's a wake up call. Ouch! All right. Okay. Who next wants a punch? You guys are great, man. I'm look. At least you guys are honest and you're not sensitive and you're able to hear this because a lot of people would just hear this and just run off the live stream and get upset or offended. You know? So next thing I'm going to talk about, right? This is really amazing. Now I'm trying to get the right words out. Please apologies. Now, all right, I'm going to give Jeremy a punch as well. Boom. I'm actually going to give you a 1-2, 1-2, and I'm going to give any of you a 1-2 hook. Right. Base as well. You guys can come down to my Fearless event next Sunday. I've got a free event. We've got quite a few coming. You're welcome. If you like the live streams, it's basically in-person live stream. We do a lot of exercises. It's brilliant. We take action. It's on the 10th of February. It's next Sunday. It's 1 p.m. in central London. If you want to come, just email me. You're welcome to come. John 8:32. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Absolutely. Okay, so as promised, how to pick up beautiful women with honesty when you feel depressed and you've got voices telling you that you're not good enough. Let me explain something to you. This is really going to, a lot of you might not know this. This shocked me, and I figured this out years ago. You see, when you guys see a very beautiful woman and you have an association that she's too beautiful for you, you're not good enough to get a girl like that. So you might think, okay, let me go and approach a girl who I like, but she's not as intimidating, she's not as beautiful as this one. So you go for another one. And the other one turns you down. She says, I'm not interested, I've got, busy. But it has no correlation, no connection with what I'm saying is one girl that turns you down has got nothing to do with another girl that accepts your that you get, if that makes sense. So guys think if I'm not good enough to attract a beautiful woman, that means every single beautiful woman in the whole planet Earth ain't gonna date me, and it's not true. If you approach enough women, yes, you're gonna get turned down by some. That's just life. But you're gonna get quite a few as well. So it will change your mindset, and then it will make you ask the question, well, what does all this mean then? I'm giving it meaning. I'm giving success, failure meaning. When one girl can say, I don't want to date you, and then a really beautiful girl, you can just talk to her for 2 minutes and say, do you want to come out with me? She can go, yes, and just like you for who you are. And the fact that you came up to her, she says yes to your invitation. So my point is, you've got to go out and just not think about these things as much and just go and take action. No, I wasn't mentored by Paul Janker, but I like Paul. I respect Paul. He's a good guy. I've interviewed him. He's a great guy. I'm telling you, Grant, you're on it. Look, if 9 people say no and 1 says yes, that's a win. That's same in sales. 10 people, 10 of you don't take my 6-week program. Always one person will, or 2 or 3 a month will take it. I'm successful. That's business. Same with women today. I got 2 numbers from 2 beautiful girls today. A couple said no. The most beautiful girl said yes in 10 seconds. Another day, 1 says no. You've got to keep going. You have to play the numbers game and not associate, not give it meaning. Because girls don't know everything about what's going on in your head when you go up to them. They don't know every single voice you have. They don't really. I don't know. I wouldn't even waste my time on Instagram models. I don't even look at that stuff. I'm out on the street picking up beautiful women in real time. So I wouldn't even focus on that. I just think that's a waste of time. So do it. You'll be surprised the results you get. Because I didn't know I could do all this, so I did it. Good man. Yeah, it took you 21 years to be free of the anxiety and the relief that you feel, buddy. I know it's the best feeling in the world. You feel free out of prison. Good luck to you. Well done. So the more you approach the better results you're going to get. It's very simple. The online approach is the worst of all. It is catastrophic to men's self-esteem. It doesn't develop you. It's a waste of time, and it's just obvious. A common sense, no-brainer. It's all about going out and doing it in real life. It develops you. I keep saying this till I'm blue in the face. When I work with people and coach them and take them out and do the 6 week program or a boot camp with them, the confidence that they gain is it's just on a different level. You can't gain this confidence by going on to online dating sites. No one says, I feel amazing today. Oh, why do you feel good? Because I went on an online dating site and I wrote a girl a message asking her out. My confidence is improved. It never happens. It doesn't give you that confidence. But if you go out, the social aspect, the confidence aspect, the pickup aspect of going out in real time in libraries, in museums, in shops, on the street, and interacting with women and approaching them, it gives you so much confidence, you know. And that's irrespective of whether they give you the number or not, what it does for you personally. So you guys should get stuck in. Well, if you believe that, if you believe looks and money is what counts, you're never going to get laid with a girl. Because I got laid when I didn't have any money and I first started. So you can't take on that view, or you can, but then you're just going to get no results then. Because there's lots of women who just like you for who you are, you know, and I've got proof. So that all these insecurities that men have, you must go out and challenge them and get the proof for yourself that they don't need to be true. Hey, Bean Sauce, what's up? Yeah, I really enjoyed the Skype session as well, man. That's great, man. Yeah, by the way, guys, I hope he doesn't mind me calling him out. I did a Skype coaching session with Bean Sauce, and it was great. We really enjoyed it. So, you know, it's like what I was saying earlier. You know, there's two options. I'm going to be straight with you guys. Take my coaching, invest your time and your money, and watch the results you're going to get, or go out on your own, watch my YouTube videos, watch the live streams, and go and do this for yourself and see the results that you're going to get. Or option 3, which is the worst one, stay where you are and nothing's going to change for you, you know? And you can adjust, believe me. A lot of you are in the mindset now, you're thinking, I wouldn't be able to handle what Johnny's doing or his student or this successful. You can. I was just like you was. You'd be surprised what you can do, but only until you do it. It's constantly about getting proof. I told you today, my student today, 5th coaching session, he had a lot of voices in his head telling him that he's not good enough. He approached a beautiful girl, he got a number. Prove this not true. I had a voice in my head today telling me that this particular girl in London was too beautiful for me, even though I've had lots of beautiful women. And I'm not bragging, it's just the truth. I went and challenged it and I got her phone number in a minute. She's stunning, young girl, but I'm not putting her on a pedestal. I'm just saying she's pretty. I don't know much about her. She's nice. You guys also, I would encourage you to stop putting women on a pedestal. So don't put anyone on a pedestal. Don't put me on a pedestal. Don't put all these teachers, pickup coaches, anyone. Just respect people, value them, and put yourself on a pedestal, actually, you know, and then you're going to see what you're going to get. I'm glad you enjoyed the videos. I like Jordan Peterson. He's very good. He's same philosophy as me. Masculinity, being a man, being honest, working on yourself. Same philosophy. It's all about action, taking action. You know, the therapy is the action. That is the secret to success, is taking action. Yeah, Einstein said it. Jeremy Kyle said it. Insanity is when you keep doing the same thing. So change things up. I always say to my clients, when we do coaching sessions, I make every coaching session different. Even if the first session went really well and they want to repeat, I make it a bit different, because if you do the same thing, you'll get bored, it will stop working, or you won't grow. So you just mix things up, make changes, you know. I'm going to answer some more questions, guys. Fire ahead. Try and keep it congruent with what we're talking about. Today, we're talking about how to successfully pick up beautiful women or attract them with honesty when you have depression, how to get out of depression by taking action. Yeah, same thing, Vivek. And when you, hey, how are you guys doing? So what I was going to say, man, I had this experience so many times in London over the 8 years, and I had it with clients as well. And I'm getting flashbacks of past success that I had and that my clients had as well because of the future successes. And the big one is it's like as men, we take it personal if a girl rejects us. Like we do it to ourselves. I do it as well sometimes. So we go out on the street. You walk up to a girl in your college or your area, wherever you are. Let me take this off. It's getting hot in there. Okay. So let me give you some insight. Right. This is gonna blow you. I'm gonna. You guys want me to go deep? Just let me know. Hit yes in the comment box if you guys want me to go very deep into the psychology of what women find attractive in men and some of the issues that us men have and how we can overcome these issues as quick as possible. Let me know if you guys want me to say it. Yes, we've got 3 yeses. Great. And guys, give me some feedback. Like, this is a collaboration. I don't know everything, I know a lot, but give me feedback. If there's something I'm saying that isn't resonating, be straight. Tell me, this is boring, Johnny. Or what you're saying isn't helping me. Can you talk about this? This is a two-way relationship. I don't have too many rules in these live streams. We keep it honest, open, flexible. So you can interrupt. I've said most of what I wanted to say. The main essence for anyone who's on this live stream is, listen, if you're a guy and you're like how I used to be and how I still sometimes can feel, because I'm human as well, I'm not always perfect, or I'm never perfect, but you know what I mean? If you're in a place in your life where you're really struggling to get results with women, you've seen the videos, online dating hasn't worked, clubs don't work, you don't want fakeness in your life anymore, you've got to a point you don't want bullshit, you want honest relationships with people, you want to be honest and meet women, you want to be confident, you don't want to mess around, and you're sick and tired of being depressed. You're depressed all the time. You're hiding it. You're not saying it to your family. You're keeping it in. It's beating you up every day. You're getting horrible negative thoughts. You're sick and tired of feeling like this. You want a solution. I'm giving you a solution in this video. I always say my teaching, my solutions, they're not easy, understandably. Um, but if you do them, it will change your whole life. You got to take action. You got to take action when you're depressed. You got to take it quick, because depression. This is what I've learned, and I know, especially in men, depression is when you're suppressed. You're frightened. You're worried about things. You're worried about your bills, your money. You're worried about your housing situation. You're worried about your relationships. You're stressing over your past. You're worried about your social anxiety. You're worrying about people. You're worrying about women. You're worrying, are you ever going to be good enough? You're in this place of worry. To get out of it, you've got to do something practical. Go to the gym, lift weights, go swimming, reach out to a friend, have a long open chat, get a therapist, get a teacher, do a course, approach them on the street. Changing, life changing. Johnny, can you talk about the free meetup on the 10th? I've only just heard of it. Basically, guys, next Sunday, I've got a free event in London. All of you are welcome to come. It's called a Fearless event. I run it several times in London. It's brilliant. I basically give you a talk at the start. I'll talk about a few things that are going to be relevant to all of you. And then we do exercises. We do practical exercises. And then we have a social group. So it has every ingredient that's going to help you. It's brilliant. Come along. It's the 10th. It's this next Sunday. Um, I am not going to film this one. This will not be filmed slightly. Just come along if you can. It's worth it. It's free. Starts at 1 p.m. It ends 3 p.m. Sometimes it goes to 4 p.m., but that's like if people want to stay longer. You're going to meet like-minded people. You're going to face your fears. Some of you are going to be scared about coming. Come along, face your fear. Friendly. You're going to have a great time. And I'm going to give you exercises that are going to help you to be successful with women and other areas of your life. So come along. If you want to book, email me at Johnny Yeah, if you want the details, email me. I'm not going to go through the whole thing now because I'll send you a personal email. My email address is there, johnnyberba8@gmail.com. Any inquiries, if you want to take a 6 weeks program, if you want to do a weekend boot camp, if you want to book a day game session, a Skype session, that's the place to start things off. Drop me an email. We can sort it out over email. Okay, we've been going for an hour. I'm going to take a short, quick toilet break. I always have a toilet break after an hour. I give you guys a little bit of time just to take in what I'm saying because there's a lot of stuff that we covered. You're welcome. And then you guys can think of some new questions, and I'm going to share some more tips and things that really. All I'm going to do is share things that work. That's it. Things that get results. So what is the next thing I wanted to say? And keep the questions coming. I enjoy answering the questions. And what else are we going to say? So, okay. I think like with depression, what I know is you've got to keep busy. The more busy you are, the more I think you're only going to approach somebody. yeah, that's what I do. I go for an approach. You never know. I could do. Who knows? Actually, I've been approaching loads today. It's been great. How you doing, Backgam? And I tell you what, as well. This is just a personal thing. I'm going to share this because this helps me. I feel more honest. I find my teaching is a lot more powerful, even like whatever I'm doing. When I'm out approaching myself and getting results of women, my teaching always seems to be better. I don't know if that's psychological. Now, obviously, at some point, I'm sure you guys are dreading the day when I find the right wife if we get married. I'm hoping, but until then, I'm going to keep approaching and dating because I'm single. My teaching is just more powerful. I don't know if you guys can notice. Like I'm probably in a better mood today. I'm more happy. I'm more positive. I'm more outgoing because I've been out taking action, and I don't have any sort of It's only natural to have a sense of guilt or dishonesty if you're teaching someone something that you're not getting results in, and you're trying to help them to get results. That doesn't mean that you can't teach someone to get results, but I'm more true to what I'm saying because I'm just doing it myself. If that makes sense, so that makes me feel better. And someone said to me before, yeah, I mean, don't be surprised that I'm single. We're living in a different generation now. I'm very driven. I'm very focused on success and helping people. So that takes my focus off of women. And I've been on a roller coaster with women. But yeah, it could all change next week, next month. I could get in a relationship, get married. It could happen to any of you. It could happen to any of us. So, yeah, stay lucky. I'm doing great, James. How you doing? Evening, Backgown. How you doing, my friend? So yeah, I want you guys to try it. Honestly, that's what I've been doing lately. If any sort of depression comes on, go and do something creative. Go and take action and stay on it. You got to keep practicing it to really see the results of the day game. Even though I don't like that term, I know a lot of you use it. I don't really like the term game. I just prefer being honest and natural, meeting women in the daytime. But anyway, to get results at it, you need to practice it regularly, and then the confidence builds the more you do it. Like anything, you do it more, you practice it. Off the topic, I was just watching the Michael Jackson documentary, and they were saying that he worked harder than any performer. He spent hours practicing in private. So it's kind of true what they say. What we practice in private shows up in public. So, the amount of hours that I've put in of approaching that you guys haven't seen, because obviously every YouTube video I do on YouTube, it doesn't capture every approach I've done. The camera's not always on me, if that makes sense. And all those hours of practice, they've gone unseen. But I've done them, and the confidence reflects the hours I put in. So you guys really want to practice if you want to get amazing results with women. And the practicing will keep you secure as well. It will keep your voices away. Well, if you've got a low salary, that you should approach women more. I'm telling you, I started off with a low salary. I started off with £200 in my account, nothing else, before I started my business. And I lived at my parents'. I wrote a newsletter about this recently. If you're on my newsletter, guys, you can get on it. I'll give you my website address. Some of you have got on it. If you get on my newsletter, I write and talk about all these things and issues and how to overcome them and what I did. So I know this. I know a lot of men won't get this, and a lot of you won't. Like if I say to most guys, it doesn't matter that you're broke at this moment in time. It doesn't matter that you live with your parents. You could have every issue under the sun: social anxiety, depression, porn addiction. You still need to go out and speak to women. Because in going out and speaking to women, even though you might not feel good about your current situation with not having money, you can meet a woman that falls in love with you and she doesn't care about the money. And then you end up making money because you went out, you meet a girl that you fall in love with, that will motivate you to get off your ass and go and make some money and get a job. It makes sense. I remember my dad saying to me when I was younger, he was right actually. This was when I was struggling with employment and obviously I was being a bit lazy. And he said to me, if you had a girlfriend, you'd be working now, you'd have money. And I was, that kind of thrown me back, another little bit of wisdom from my dad. And I was like, I went to respond, like naturally be defensive. And then it kind of knocked me in my tracks. I was thinking, I had to question myself. I was like, is what he's saying true? And then later on, I was like, it was true what he said. Because when I met Alina years ago, she was the love of my life. And the first girls I met in day game, I didn't have any money. I'll be straight with you guys at the time, and I've always liked to think I'm an honest person. I actually told her white lies. I told her that I was a personal trainer. I wasn't. I was embarrassed. I didn't have a job. But in the end, she found out. She said, why did you lie to me? I said, because I was worried that you'd judge me. She said, oh, it's fine. She loved me. She was in love with me. I didn't have any money. She clearly wasn't using me for money. I didn't have any money. I lived with my parents as well at 28 at that time. Then I made money a year later. I fell in love with her, and johnnyberba.com, my business, blew up, and money wasn't a problem anymore. So, can you see the pieces of the jigsaw puzzles? You need to practice still going out, because if your excuses, because excuses are wonderful, because what excuses do, they make you get off the hook. They make you not face fear. They make you not take action. So if you say, well, I can't go out and approach women because I don't have any money, I'm not employed, well, then you're never going to approach a woman. You're going to be single for the rest of your life. You've got to go out. It's a big world, It is a big, big world. And I think, honestly, and maybe I hope this is not my ego, you guys are lucky to have an honest dating coach like me, because most are not as honest as me. They're not. And I'm not accusing anyone I'm not judging anyone, or you're lucky, because I'm very vulnerable and very honest with you, because I genuinely want to help you and get you out of your shit. So basically, you can't wait. If you wait to get money to approach women, you probably ain't going to make any money and going to get a woman. Don't wait to make money. Go out broke. This is no one would give you this advice. I must be nuts, but I know I'm on about. Go out broke. Go and do the day game. Approach them on the street. You'll get laid at some point. You'll find one girl in the whole universe who will sleep with you just because she likes you and she has a connection with you. And then, the money side of it will improve, all of these fears, face your fears, your money problems will be solved, your social problems will be solved, and you'll be successful. And I'm going to teach you how to do it next Sunday in London. So I did it, and I met a beautiful girl, and it wasn't by coincidence. And I lived at my parents. I had no money, and she helped me to make money, and I helped her. We both bettered each other's life. So you and the right woman together will both bless each other. But if you don't go out and approach, you won't meet this woman. What's up, Mark? How you doing? How you doing, Benny? I'm doing great. Awesome. Yeah, if you guys are feeling down and you're having a shit day, this live stream is going to make you feel great, because my whole concept about today's lesson is what to do when you feel down, how to get you out of it. And you can watch the video back. This will be on YouTube. I had a student today who felt really depressed and down. And he's on his 5th coaching session on a 6-week program. And he's not down because he's not getting results. He got great results on the program. He's getting voices from the past saying he's not good enough. And he's honest. He said to me, I don't want to upset you, Justin. He's not going to upset me. I said, the voices told him that my program's a waste of time, and approaching women's a waste of time. And he's not good enough, and women don't like him, and they don't love him, and all this. And I said, let's just talk about this and sit down and get it out, because it's bothering you. And is this true? Let's look at the facts, the actual science. He went, When we look at the facts, it's not true. He got 6 phone numbers in 4 sessions with me. 2 of the girls are texting him back. 1 wants to meet him in 2 weeks. So the facts prove it's not true what the voices are saying in his head. But the demons are strong. I know they're strong. I had my own, so I know it. And then he went out today after an hour chat. I said, just get it all out. Just tell me everything how you feel. Issues with past father, bad, abusive dad, problems with women in the younger days. I said, I know you've been through all that. I went through that as well. Some challenges with my dad. Most of the guys I work with have had issues with their dad or their mum, which causes all these anxieties and insecurities and low self-esteem. But look at the facts. There are women out there that really like you. So he approached the most beautiful woman today. He got a phone number and he felt great. And it's not, look, I don't want to make you guys think it's just about phone numbers. You guys know my deeper message. You know I'm on it. I'm not for the there's no bullshit with me. Yes, of course, it's nice to get a phone number from a beautiful girl, especially when she likes you and she doesn't flake and you meet up with her and it works out. But the main concept is he had the strength and the courage, despite feeling bad and depressed today, to go out and approach. And then he changed it around and he felt great. And then he bought me a burrito at any. I want to get you a burrito, Johnny. I want to pay for it. You've helped me so much today. I'm happy. You've given me something to move forward. And I told him, it's normal to have these voices. Is it Mook? Sorry, man, I can't pronounce names sometimes. MC Nouster. Hey, Johnny, how you doing, my friend? Yeah. So, yeah, you've got to learn to deal with your demons, So, the teaching is just getting more and more direct, and you have to, what was I going to say? What helps? Focus, you focus on what you want to achieve. You get to a point where you're not focused on what could go wrong. You're not focused on the girl rejecting you. You're not focused on getting embarrassed. You're not focused on feeling not good enough. You're just focused on the mission ahead. The mission is to take action. The mission is to approach women. The mission is to face your fears. The mission is to enjoy the process. The mission is to go to the gym, and then you kick ass. Can I pay a demon hunter to kill your demons? Yeah, take my 6 weeks program, pay me, and I'll help. I'm a demon healer. I'm a healer. I'll clean your demons. I'll help you to do it. I'll help you to clean your dirty laundry. That's the truth. Mark's laughing up. I've got my cross in my bag. I've got my water as well, man. Well, this is a proper exorcism we're doing on you guys, man. Today. What does it say in exorcism? Obviously, I'm joking. I'm a Christian, so I'm not disrespecting religion. This is friendly. I command the demons out of all of you. Get the demons out of the guys. Come on. Literally, that's what we're doing. Get the demons out of me. Get them out of the guys. Come on, God, help us out here. Oh man, what a life, eh? What a life. All this, right? When I think about the times we're living in, all of this enthusiasm and coaching and just to speak to women, what have we become? I'm glad you're feeling good, Mark, man. Listen, man, we all get days like this. That's why as men, it's good to talk. It's good to get it out. So talking really helps. There's the 2 things I do on all my coaching programs. And it's not forced. It's just natural. I have a chat with the guys. We always have really good therapeutic, it could even a positive conversation about the boxing, about their life, whatever, their issues. And then we go and do some approaching. And it has a wonderful transformative effect. It changes your life. So, just keeping it simple. How many approaches would you recommend for my 1-hour lunch break, Johnny? I would say, because it's the winter now, it's a bit colder, it's not summer yet. I would say for you, what I sense in an hour, I would say 10 approaches. So what's that? That's 1 approach every, your maths is better than mine. Is that every 5 minutes? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45, 50? Well, almost there. So I would say 10 approaches would be enough. Yeah, every 6 minutes. So every 6 minutes, 1 approach. That's a really good time span. I was working with Aiden yesterday, coaching him, and there's 2 exercises we did. The first one I did was I didn't give him hardly any time from his approach to the next one, because I said to him, at the moment, the mind's coming in, you know. So when you get into that flow state, you're unstoppable. It's such a great place to be at, and all of you can do it. And that video I done on YouTube, I don't know if you've seen it a month ago, where it's like a 30-minute challenge I did, and you see me approaching a lot of women. That is the exercise that I developed to get the voices away, get the anxiety down, get you present, and get you flowing in state. How I am now, I'm in state. I'm in state because I've been teaching today for 2 hours. I approached for 2 hours, and now I've come into the live stream with that energy still going. No, you don't need £30,000 a year to be happy. You can if you want. You don't have to have any particular amount. You just got to make yourself happy by taking action, and then the things work out. I wouldn't focus so much on facts and figures. I would just focus on the philosophy, the movement of going out and facing your fears and doing it regularly, and then you're going to feel better. Yeah, I told all of them that again. I was straight. I had a bit of a go at the guys there. I said, you take action, you know. And it's true, happiness comes from within, but I think realistically, if I'm being really honest, as much as, of course, it comes from within, but it comes from in and out is connected. So you can't just sit at home. I mean, I wish maybe you can, but for most of you, it won't work. And for me, if we just sit at home, guys, and say, let's be spiritual, happiness comes from within, and you don't leave the house for 6 months, you're going to be depressed. You've got to go out and socialize. You know, there's a time to sit at home and meditate, but you know, you've got to go out and interact with women, and you just never know when it's going to happen. You can never know when the beautiful girl you're going to get a date or laid or a number. It just comes when you don't expect it. You know, I could take any one of you right now or tomorrow and take you out for 2 hours in London and coach you on and get you to approach 15 women. You might just get laid. You'll get a date like that, and it doesn't nothing to do with what you went through in the past or how you feel about yourself. It's just that you took action in that moment. She likes you. She likes your approach, and she wants to see you again. It's not personal. That's what I wanted to say earlier. I forgot. It's not as personal as we make it. We think, this is what a lot of us think then. We think when we walk up to a girl on the street and we open our mouth and we say, excuse me, she knows all about your issues. She knows about your past mistakes. She knows about how you feel. She doesn't know that. Unless she's a psychic. Most of them are not therapists or psychics. They don't know that. So they don't know it. So just go and do it. And, you know, don't think about anything. Just go and do it. And if any of you need help or support, then take the 30-day online Berba anxiety program that I've got online. You can get from my website. I can give you a link right now. It's cheap. It's less than €50. Get that program. That will inspire you. It's got 20 videos of me approaching women and breaking down the approach, the steps, everything, state, body language, conversation. It will help you. Yeah, I'm going to take my toilet break now. I think you're funny. Definitely going for my toilet break. Okay, let me go for my toilet break. And if anyone comes along, you guys don't let them steal my laptop. I'm just going to go for a toilet break. I'll be back in a minute, all right? Hey guys, how you doing? Right, that was a wonderful toilet break. I'm back. How you guys getting on? Let's read some questions. Guys, I think we should help each other. That's good. Good support. Backgammon, who's going to Johnny's event? Yep, you guys are welcome to come. No, I don't feel jealous of rich people who make higher salaries than me. I just don't. I used to when I was younger. I'm not in that place of. I'm just not. I don't feel that. Nope, which is good. 5,000. Nate, Johnny, how you doing, my friend? So let's take some questions. I've been speaking already for about an hour and 22 minutes. I've kind of shared everything that I wanted to share. Let's go for some questions, and if I can think of anything else, then I'll share it with you guys. Just to let you know, I've mentioned this a lot, and I have put some videos on the channel of me hitting the punch bag and some fitness stuff. I really want to incorporate into my teaching, and it's part of my routine now, and I didn't do this years ago. Yeah, how can I explain? Sorry, I got my words muddled there. I've been going to the gym lately, and I'm really enjoying it, and it is making me feel so much more confident with people and happier in my life. I'm even enjoying my coaching sessions even more with the students. I always did anyway, but it's given me a new lease, a new life. So if you guys are not going gym already, you should think about it. You don't have to go to the gym to build a six pack or physique. Like, I'm not even thinking about that. It's just going to the gym because it makes you feel good. I go to the gym because I feel good after. I'm gonna go tomorrow. I've been doing like weights and swimming. The swimming is, oh man, fucking hell, guys. I swear to God, it's life changing, man. I can't believe how much different I feel and positive, and I can actually even see physically I feel better. My skin looks better. Try it, guys. It really helps with anxiety, depression. It gives you more confidence, and it will, because it makes you feel good. When you go out and approach women, they don't have to know you go to a gym. You're going to get better results to them because you're going to be more positive and more confident and more happy, and that's what women are attracted to. That's a key point, I want to mention, to state the obvious maybe. Women are really attracted to positivity, more so than men. I think we're a bit less judgmental, like with one another. But that's why if you're negative all the time, women will be more likely to turn you down. But if you get yourself positive or do things that make you feel better, when you approach them, they're going to be likely to want to come out on a date with you. So that's a little bit of some tips that really help. They help me as well. Any more questions we got? JB, I missed this earlier, so if I'm feeling depressed, you're saying that going out and approaching women can help. It is, Mark, it's a life changer, man. And you know what, guys? You won't feel like it initially. Like, it will not make logical sense. Like, why would anyone go and speak to people when they feel depressed? Why would you? But why wouldn't you? When you do it, you'll see the physiological change. And it might be difficult initially, but after you bang out about 5 conversations, you're going to feel much better, and it only takes one really good girl to meet and you feel great. The secret of not being jealous is to face your fears in your life and build your confidence, and that's when the jealousy will be reduced. Yeah, you know, working out at home is better than nothing. That's also good as well. That's really good. So yeah, any physical exercise. Yeah, don't be hard on yourself, Mark, as well. I mean, do and don't. Some days you're going to try and then you're not going to be able to do it. Then you've got to motivate yourself. Try the next day, push yourself a little bit more than you did, and then eventually you'll do it. This is actually what I'm really good at getting guys to do, just from doing it for so many years now. For 8 years, 9 years, I'm very good at getting men to approach women when they don't feel like it. And most of the time they don't. The students who come to me, they're anxious, they're scared, they're nervous, they don't want to do it. And I can speak to them for a couple of minutes, totally change how they feel, and then get them to do it. As well, you know, you've got to handle these things. Like I said, look, not every girl is going to be friendly to you. It's like life, you know. You're going to meet the most friendliest girls on the street. They're going to be so receptive and kind. You're going to meet ones that are going to be really nasty. They're going to roll their eyes. They're going to look at you. They're going to. You've got to deal with it. It's part of being a man. It's part of this, whatever we call it, this ordeal. It's good for you. All the experiences that you have, positive, negative, indifferent, they're all good for you in the long run. They all shape you into a strong man. They build you for success. They prepare you. Because if you're not prepared, then you will not get success. Or if you get a bit of success and you're not prepared, it will overwhelm you. You'll have a breakdown. You'll fall apart. So it's all part of the building process. And that's why I talk a lot on the channel about failure and success, failure and success and rejection, because it's something important that you must learn. Failure definitely equals success. Let's just give you, I always give a copy of my anxiety program for anyone who needs some help and support with approaching on the street. Okay. That's weird. All right. So here's a link. If anyone needs any help, um, you need me to coach you online, have a look at this program that I made 4 years ago, all dedicated to overcoming anxiety and getting results with women. All my methods in there. It's all in the program. You'll love the program. It's brilliant. Okay. So you usually go out, coming out from the club. I was able to grab one. Fair enough. So what's the problem then? Sounds good. Well, if you thrive when you go by yourself, do it by yourself. I mix it up, you know. It's good to be social, but yeah, do what works. See, I suppose my challenge with, my challenge with the challenge that I have with mentoring you guys and talking to you guys is convincing you that you can get the results that I've got and my students have got, and you can, and that's you can get. So how can I convince you to such a degree and inspire you that you actually are so excited to go out and go and find out for yourself that all of your problems and your insecurities and your worries, you just put them aside. Like they don't matter anymore. You're not focusing on them. That's a key thing that I've mentioned today. That probably be most keyest point of this live stream that I've said. I want to convince you and inspire you enough so that you're so convinced and you're so bought and sold in on the truth, which is if you go out, any guy goes out, any guy, you know, and approaches enough women and is honest with women and doesn't, it's just straight and upfront and has got the courage to go through the rejections and all of the challenges, he's going to succeed and get the results of women. It's eventually, it will happen for him. And it wouldn't take that long either. And if it's at a point where you are convinced and you know it's true because you've seen me do it numerous times on the YouTube channel and you've seen my clients do it on the 6 weeks transformation series, but you still feel like going out on your own is too overwhelming and you need a mentor, get in touch. I'll be happy to be your mentor. I've got to know most of you anyway. It would be good to build a relationship in person and for me to support you for 6 weeks and make sure that you get the results, because I'm going to be right next to you, coaching you and giving you feedback and giving you the help and support that you need until you no longer need me, and then you can continue on your own. Hey, Paulie, yes, how you doing, my friend? It's been a while since I saw you on the stream. The streams are getting better and better because you guys are getting better and better, and it's just getting good. But I know I definitely need a mentor. I'm still not able to succeed properly, still not able to take certain chances that I know I have, Johnny. I think you can help me. If you think I can help you, I can probably definitely help you. Don't be shy, be brave, email me, and I will help you to get the results that you want. And that's kind of what I do as well, guys. And I'm not blowing my own ego up, but I think good teachers do this. I constantly go out and I test my methods to make sure that they work. Even ones that I was teaching maybe 8 years ago, I'm like, would that still work now? Do I need to get rid of that from my teaching? And then I'll go and test it. And if it works, I'll keep it and then I'll teach it to you guys. If it doesn't work and it dries up and it for whatever reason, I'll just get rid of it. So I'm always evolving my teaching. I'm always testing what works. And really, nothing's really changed from when I started. What I'm teaching back then, obviously, I've matured and I talk more about different things, but the main essence of the teaching is the same. It still works. That's great. JB, you said you went approaching recently. How was your state? Did you feel like approaching? And if not, how did you get into a good mindset? Let me straight with you guys. And this is not always, obviously I'm not going to exaggerate, but since I thought I went through, I'm not going to go into it, and I don't need any sympathy, but I went through a painful, a heart-wrenching, not even really a breakup, just the girl that I was so in love with and was in love with me, and I thought she's definitely going to be the one, and I still think about it from time to time. After that, I just was not inspired to speak to women anymore. I just thought, I'm done with this heartache, even though we had a great experience. So it's been difficult initially for me too, just like you guys, but I haven't made excuses. I have changed my state through going to the gym, through helping you guys and coaching other people, which always makes me feel good to help others. I've made myself happy. I've got myself into the flow. So it has been it's been a combination of a love-hate relationship where I'm like, oh, I've done this for so many years. Why do I need to do this? But ego aside, it doesn't care for how many years you've done it. And I've actually really enjoyed it. I've had to get myself into state. So the 30-day anxiety program, what I'm selling to the world and you guys, I use my own program because it works. I have to follow my own teachings, and so I've been enjoying it. Yeah, I'll be open and straight. If I'm not enjoying it, I'll tell you. So I've got my passion back, but I've had to take the steps that I took years ago because these steps work. So I just get back into state, Mark. That's what I do. And that's how I enjoy it. And the last couple of days, I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, I've already told you. I'm happy for you to do the 6 weeks program. And to be honest, it actually works. It actually works better for me if you do the 6 weeks program over 6 days, because it gives me more time to work with other clients. And I like doing a 6-day immersion because I can really make a big difference in your results the more time we spend. And there's something about doing something for a week, it's powerful. So I'm ready when you are. Just send me the email. Let's make it happen. I'm ready to go, man. I'm fired up. So yeah, if this inspires you, Mark, I'm just trying to explain the concept. You don't have to feel great about yourself and positive and happy when you go out to approach women. Actually, this really, you've got me really passionate, Mark. The idea is that you go and approach women because it makes you feel awesome. So like I know that sounds really obvious. You know, like when we're younger guys, or even when we're older, you know, like when you're at home, you're feeling depressed, you're down, and you're like, oh fuck this, I want to call my friend. I just feel depressed. I need some company. I'm lonely. So you call your mate up and you say, you know, what you up to? And he says, cool man, I'm free. Come to my house. And you're so excited, you know, that to see a friend. Then you go out, you go to your friend's house, and then you have a laugh with your mate. You get some food, you watch a film, or you stay at his place. You feel awesome. You feel great. Your depression's gone. Like, but if you didn't go and see him and spend time with him, you'd be depressed still. That's how it works with going out approaching women. And I've come to realize that the most happiest I was in my life, and I was happy for about 3 years. That's a lot for me because I come from, same as you guys, I come from a depressed place. I'm not going to hide that. And the reason why I was so happy because I was approaching regularly. I had a regular girlfriend. I was teaching. I was taking action all the time. So if that's not enough to inspire you, Mark, and you guys, I don't know what is. You know, is my depression still there? I'm going to be honest with you guys. Um, I think it's always going to be there. It's always in the background, but I'm not depressed at the moment. I'm happy because I'm taking action. So it's part of me. So I think it's been a lifelong battle for me, and I've come to terms with that. But as long as I keep on top of it and take action and do the good things in my life, then it doesn't. I don't struggle with it. I'm happy. But yes, if I don't take action and I just quit everything for a month, 2 months, I stop approaching and teaching and socializing, I get down, I get depressed, I start feeling insecure, losing confidence. So that's been how I've been. That's my personal relationship with depression. Never am I more happier than when I'm taking action, especially teaching. Though it's a wonderful connection for me and the student. It's a two-way thing. You know, I get taught back. It's just a wonderful thing. It's a life changer. If any of you ever thinking about teaching something that you're passionate about, I definitely recommend it. It's brilliant. So yeah, you know, same with like the gym. A lot of the time when I first go, like tomorrow, actually I'm excited about going tomorrow, but I guarantee when I wake up in the morning tomorrow, my mind's going to be like, oh, I don't feel like going to the gym. It's going to be hassle, but I won't listen to it. I will go. I'm definitely going. And as soon as I go in there and get changed, warm up, and then do a bit of weights, jump in the swimming pool, I'm in great. You know, yeah, getting into state is awesome. You know, I'm gonna make a raw new YouTube video soon on Thursday. It's going to be like the old school videos that I did that were really popular, and I'm going to show it the process of getting into state and picking up girls with honesty. I don't really like the term pick up, but I'm trying to challenge my own distaste. It's just a word, you know, picking up. It's not bad. So, how many of you? Honest question: how many of you feel better today from the live stream because you've connected? You know, hey Lawrence, how you doing, mate? How many of you feel better today if you felt a bit down because you've come on the live stream and you've connected and you're getting things out? That's awesome. Me, Paulius. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you feel better, Mark. And my student said that today. So you know what Johnny says that, he's right. He says I've got a really big fear and a big issue with admitting that I'm depressed or I have depression. So I told him it's not a big deal, and then hello, sir. Pushing myself to approach Brian Jeffrey. Well done, Brian. Are you new to the channel, Brian? This first time I've seen you on the stream. Let me know if you're new or not. Oh, that's good. You didn't feel down. That's good. Yeah. And you know, like I said before, when you start working on this stuff, oh, you're new. Awesome, Brian. Welcome to the stream. What do you need help with? Do you need to learn how to attract women from the street? Is it more about facing fear? Let me know where you're at. I can help you. Um, so yeah, the more you get on top of taking action, the more days ahead that you won't be depressed. It's a bit like investing. You have to invest in yourself. No, I'm not 35 this year. I'm 35 right now. So I'm going to be 36 this year. I'm a young man. Still feel young. It's young. I want to make a point as well, guys, because I know there's a distinction. When you're going out and when you go out to approach women because you want to feel good, yeah, I'm a spring chicken, Lawrence, just like yourself, mate. You are not approaching women because, look, you're not. It's okay if you are, but you're not approaching them because you need their validation to make you feel good. You are approaching them because it makes you feel good about what you're doing, if that makes sense. There's a distinction. So it's a powerful mindset to come from. There's a difference between going, I need validation purely from women to make me feel good about who I am. You're going, no, I don't need, of course, we need some validation, but I don't need complete validation from women. I need to approach women because it's part of my personal development, it's part of my goal setting, and it makes me feel good about myself. So when you go to the gym, you're not going to the gym because you need validation. This doesn't make sense, but you, you don't need validation from the bench press or the squat machine or the dumbbell, whatever. You know? But you need to go to the gym to train because it makes you feel good about what you did. It's the satisfaction that one gets, that a man gets, a guy gets when we go out and we take action. It's the action. It's the, I'm getting confused. It's the action of taking action that makes you feel good. And that action could be approaching women. It could be approaching people. It could be socializing. It could be public speaking. It could be a live stream. It could be business. It could be travel. It could be with family. It's the very act of taking action that makes a man feel great about himself. And then that confidence, it rubs off and women are attracted to it. I know what you mean, Johnny. Good. Someone understands me. Jeremy understands me. Let me know if you guys ever feel like no one understands you. I know that happens to me sometimes. I'm having a bit of fun here as well, guys, because we talk a lot and it's great. We go through different emotions. So how many of you feel like no one understands me in this world? I know I certainly do, even though I know that you guys understand me sometimes. Okay, great. Come on, guys, be honest. Some of you not being honest here. You're being too shy. Because me, Mark, great. The honesty. I've got to force the honesty out of you, provoke you. So I'm not being defensive. I'm not. There's no like aggressiveness towards women. I love and respect them. I teach guys to really make sure they respect women. I'm just saying that because of some pickup teachings, they will say, or some people, and it's okay. There's some truth in what they're saying, and I question myself at some point. You have to do that, I think, to grow. Is it unhealthy for me to just go out and to seek validation from women so I can feel good about who I am? There's a balance, yes and no. If you're doing it to the extreme, it's going to be unhealthy like anything. But if going out and approaching women makes you feel good about who you are, then do it, then why not do it? And it makes me feel good about myself, irrespective of whether they like me or not. It's the approaching, it's the conquering the fear that makes you feel good. So I really wanted to get that across to you guys because I know how much this has changed my life, and I see it with the clients. There's so many things that you get out of doing this. It's like I spoke to a woman today. I didn't know she was married. Then she told me she was married. I said, I respect that. I leave it. She said, it's okay. We're talking. I felt really good because I made her feel good. So you don't always have to get a result. Like, I mean, let me ask you guys a serious question. Tell me the truth. How many of you feel that you have to get the result from the woman? If you don't get a result, you're not going to feel good. And what I mean by the result is the phone number, a date, and sleeping with the girl. Tell me the truth, guys. Don't say what you think I want you to say. Tell me the truth. How many of you actually really believe and feel that you have to get an actual result from a woman to feel good about yourself and to actually, enjoy it? Jeremy says me. Well done for being honest. Because at where I'm at, I don't have to get anything from them. I just have to talk, be myself, and I'll enjoy it. But I used to be like that. I used to be so results orientated, and that's a level of maturity and growth and confidence where you're not fully reliant on the outcome. And then when you're like that, you tend to get the outcome more than someone who is thinking otherwise. Me, backgammon. Okay, that's good. I'm getting a sense of where you guys are at. Okay. So That's why I personally don't teach the pickup artist mindset. The pickup artist mindset is if you don't get sex with every girl you approach, you fucked up, you're a failure. If you don't get laid there, I don't teach that. I don't, that doesn't work. It's not part of my philosophy. Um, I'm glad you're enjoying it. So I've said this years ago. It resonated with men all around the world. It resonated with me. It's what life taught me. If you can enjoy the process, however you do that, the process is the result. But the result of enjoying the process will be numbers, dates, and getting laid or getting a girlfriend. But even to get a girlfriend, I suppose you've got to get a number, you've got to go on a date, and you've got to get laid. I just learn something new. So it's a little bit of a contradicting truth. Of course, guys want results. Of course, if someone pays me and they want to do a coaching with me, of course they don't. They don't I know deep down they don't just want to walk out with me and run up and down and just talk to women and have platonic conversations. And then after the program, they get no number, no date, and get laid. Obviously, but if it's just so focused on I gotta get a number from her, I gotta be getting laid, I gotta be picking up every girl, you're gonna be in a horrible mindset and you're not gonna enjoy it. So you gotta get balance with it. Good man, glad to hear that. You've got a date coming up, but you're not sure where you're going on it. Well, you're going on it because you've got a date, and that's a wonderful thing. Take the opportunity. I always say as well with women, success comes when you're least expecting it. A beautiful girl comes into your life when you're not expecting it. But you better be taking action in the process because the more action you're taking, the more opportunities you're creating. And the universe works like that. Evening, Johnny. Evening, Alan. How you guys doing? Pleasure to have you on. Make sure you guys subscribe. If you don't subscribe to my channel, I'm going to fine you £2,000. I'm going to send the boys round to your house. So it's a big, very offensive if you don't subscribe. Obviously, I'm joking, guys, but it would be great if you subscribe to my channel. Did I have general anxiety? I had both. I had both, Mark. I suffered with social anxiety, and I had general. I had every anxiety you could think of. I had both of them: the life anxiety and the social one. Awesome, Alan. Thanks, man. You've been subscribing for many years. I appreciate it, man. That's great, man. I'm really grateful to hear that back again. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. How's Portsmouth doing, man? I've been thinking about coming back there at some point. It's very nostalgic. I used to go there with my dad, my mum, 2, 3 times a year because my auntie lived there. I had family in there. I'd go there all the time. I loved it as a kid. I got really good memories of Portsmouth, Pompey. How was it like down there? Is it changed? I used to love it. My auntie lived on right near the beach, right near the pier, very right close to it. Oh, I loved it, man. Yeah, yeah. My story is similar to a lot of yours. A lot of us have got similar stories. Awesome. How are you getting on, Lawrence, man? How's things? How's London been? Any more dates? How's the approaching going? What do I like doing on a first date? I'm going to come to your question in a second, Lawrence. I appreciate honesty. That's what we're here for, to help. What do I like doing for on a first date? First date. To be honest, I generally like keeping it really simple. Really simple. No, nothing fancy. I like going to, and it doesn't have to be expensive places, but I generally like going to expensive hotels with a girl and having getting a coffee. Getting a coffee. Um, Probably more so than the alcohol, a beer once in a while. So yeah, just a nice place like this where we can chat and connect. So yeah, I like the hotels in London. I like doing that. Or if it's the summer, I like going to the park. So usually places that are quiet and there's not too many people about and the service is good. I love doing it on a date. I actually love doing that with friends and clients as well. So kind of the date I have now, obviously I don't, I was going to make a joke here. This is the Irish in me. Apologies. Obviously, I don't sleep with my friends and my clients. I sleep with girls on the dates. That was a really bad joke. I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't help saying that. I dared myself to say that. My date is very similar to, like, if I meet a friend, my friend Tom or other friend Sati, we usually go and grab a coffee at a nice place in London, usually with clients after we've approached. I'll take them to St. James's Park or one of the nice hotels and we'll grab a coffee. I've got into doing that. Since I got into my 30s, I love doing that. Before that, I used to like going to bars and stuff like that. I'm glad you found it funny. I'm only joking, guys, and grabbing a drink. So, yeah, keeping it simple. Right, I'm going to come back to Lawrence, my friend. You struggle to approach alone. Okay, that's it's quite normal to begin with, especially after like a coaching session. Uh, if you want to and you feel like it, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to help. We're here to get results and be honest. Why have you struggled? State an obvious question. Have you tried? Has it been too scary? Too much anxiety? Too many thoughts? Because you've got great results when I was with you, and all I really done was have a good conversation with you and just really just say go and approach, give you a bit of a push. So if you can explain it, it might help you more and help me to come up with some ideas. Hey, greetings from Austria. Awesome, man. No, I haven't got a girlfriend at the moment. I haven't got a girlfriend. I'm single. I had a girlfriend in the past, not long ago. I had quite a few girlfriends. So I'm back out on the street again. I'm the same as you guys. I'm approaching and I'm enjoying it, and I'm really, really excited about getting into a new relationship. But obviously, of course, it's got to be with a girl, a right girl for me. And so at the moment, I'm going through the dating process. I'm going on the dates. So I haven't found anything but I can feel it coming soon. So that's where I'm at with my dating life. Okay, let's. This is a good question, guys. What Lawrence is saying, because a lot of you are going to go through it. I just found being with you gave me so much confidence. I sort of gave me the motivational push. That's nice, and I feel if I were to get rejected, I'd have some support to talk through. Oh, okay, I understand. Whereas myself, no support. It's a really good point, and I'm going to make a video soon because actually someone reached out to me that wanted to help me with my business, and I kind of gave this guy a chance because he seems pretty honest and he's been emailing me a lot, and he asked me what are the challenges that your clients are having. How can he wanted to help me to get more clients for my business and to help them more and explain what works. And I said, well, actually, one of the big challenges my clients have is that when they're with me, they can do anything. They can approach, they can get results, but when they're by themselves, they can struggle to approach. And he said to me, challenged me, he said, well, how do you help them to solve that? And I had to think about it. I said, well, there's a couple of things that I do, and I try and give as much after support as I can. So if you take a coaching session with me, any of you, or even if you don't take a session, and then you can approach with me, and then you're on your own. So I'm going to give you some things now, Lawrence, that you can try that help me and that I give to my students. Now, I'm not hinting at to subtle manipulation to say take more coaching. There's two ways. Sometimes, because you only done one session, any of you, if you do more sessions, you will build more confidence with me. You'll get more support from me. Then, when you go on your own, you'll have more confidence to go on your own and deal with any rejections that you get, because you will go through some of those rejections with me. You'll get quite a lot of success with me. That success and that failure that you get with me will increase your self-esteem, so that when you're on your own and you're out on your own, you can sort of take comfort in the fact that, okay, I got really good results with Johnny. So if I get a rejection now, okay, I don't have Johnny there to support me and talk me through it, or anyone like a friend, you'll be a little bit more better about coaching yourself, if that makes sense. Or if you can't do more coaching with me and you don't want to, that's fine. What you can do is you can set yourself some challenges to go out on your own, so you can make it more exciting when you're going out on your own. And what you can do is let me just show you, Lawrence, because I've got to go back in. What did I do? I'm trying to think what I did, because when I was with Floyd, my first mentor, I got all my success kind of with him. But there was a period where he wasn't with me anymore, and I felt vulnerable and scared and insecure because I didn't have anyone to talk to. So I think what I would do, and this might help you if you can do this, Lawrence, when I would go out on my own for an hour or two approaching on my own, it would be hard for me, don't get me wrong, and I'd have to warm up, and I would be scared of getting the rejections because I knew it was going to bring up stuff from my past and I was going to feel bad. But I would also plan, like, to meet a friend after, if that made sense. So when I would approach, if I was to have a bad day out approaching, at least I knew I won't be on my own for the rest of the day, dealing with all my mind, if that makes sense. I'm sure you're sharp, Lawrence, you'll get this. At least even if I go and see my mum or my dad after, or my brother, at least going and spending time with them, I'm not going to be on my own. Because I think the biggest issue that you're saying, Lawrence, that you have, and we all have at some point, we don't want to feel lonely with our issues when they come up. So if a girl rejects us when we're out on our own approaching, and it makes us feel a little bit bad and vulnerable, and you guys can tell I'm talking from experience, it does feel horrible sometimes when you're on your own because you start getting down, you start overthinking. So try and set your day up in a way that you've got some support there. You're not on your own. And you're not really on your own, Lawrence. You're not on your own. You've got a massive support. All these guys are great. You've got the support of me. As I said, you can email me anytime you want. I'll respond. And take comfort in the fact that what you're going through, I went through, and I did. And listen, it's nice people praise me and they say, "Oh, you seem so easy for you, Johnny." I don't believe I did struggle. Believe me, I wouldn't have. Why do you think I went on the streets of London for 8 to 10 hours? And I'm not saying you guys should do that. I did that because I was lonely and I was struggling. And believe me, there was a few times where I cried. I'm not ashamed to say that because the stress of going out and dealing with the rejections. But I got stronger, and then I got the success. So all you're looking for, Lawrence, is a breakthrough by yourself. It's probably a good thing that you're going through this. That maybe it's designed, and you believe in this stuff. You told me in divine intervention. Maybe you're meant to go through this on your own, so you can overcome it, and you will get a breakthrough. And it's just dealing with the rejections and not taking them personal and associating. I said this earlier, Lawrence, before you come on. Like, the problem that us guys do is we give things meaning. So if I break up with a girl a few months ago and it did hurt my feelings, even though she didn't dump me, but okay, she hasn't chose to come and live in London with me. She's from Latvia. I loved her. I fell in love with her. No problems admitting it. I wanted to marry her, and it didn't work out. So if I get rejected tomorrow on the street and I say, "Oh, she's rejected me because I'm not good enough," because the last girl I was with, she didn't want to stay with me. You can't associate the two. It's got nothing to do with it. So don't make things personal to any of you guys listening to this. And I'm going to make more videos on YouTube, and I'm trying my hardest to explain how guys can go out on their own without needing anyone. But I really do feel like coaching does play a part for a certain amount of time until you can go on your own. So try that, Lawrence. There's a couple of things there. Have plans after your approach, so you're not on your own with your mind, because the mind can be nasty. So do an hour or two on your own, do the best you can, and then meet a friend after, or get a movie after, or go to the gym after. It's life changing. So that's one of the ways you can help. Awesome, and I'm glad you got that. That will really help. Music as well, Lawrence. I've done this for myself. I go out, get an iPod or music, get a playlist of songs you like, and in between approaches with the girls, put your earphones in music. Obviously, when you approach, take your headphones out, approach her, come out of the approach, put the headphones back in, listen to some motivational stuff. Listen to some Les Brown. He talks a lot about dealing with rejection and failure. He helped me in my life many times. That's great. Well, if you do my 6 weeks program, of course you're going to need to approach women unless you get a wife on the program. Some have done it, but it's probably unlikely you're going to meet your wife in 6 weeks. You could do, though. Clients have got girlfriends. So, I mean, come on, man. I mean, common sense. I'm not being rude to you, but of course you're going to approach women after the 6 weeks. I mean, I'm still approaching now after 13 years because I'm single again. So it's like saying if I go and do 6 weeks training with a personal trainer, when I finish the course with a personal trainer, do I need to keep going to the gym? Of course you do. If you don't keep going to the gym, your physique's going to deteriorate. So you need to keep the practice up. And the 6 weeks program gives you the enthusiasm, gives you the results, gives you all of the experience so that you can continue after. And why would you not want to continue approaching women after you do a 6 weeks program with me and change your life? Unless, of course, you meet a girlfriend and she becomes your wife. But even then, you don't need to be cheating. I don't encourage men cheating. I don't like that. You can still go out and still be social and speak to women. You don't have to sleep with them or flirt as a way of maintaining your confidence. So you've got to keep this up, of course. I'm still approaching now. I started 13 years ago. It's life changing. So yeah, you can make it a daily routine. If you Well, that's something we could talk about, and I probably would say yes to that background, to be honest, because it feels right to me. I don't usually go to other people's areas and mentor them, but if we could arrange doing the 6 weeks program in Portsmouth, I probably would accept that because I love coaching. I would love to coach you on the 6 weeks program, and I would love to visit Portsmouth again because it holds such sentimental meaning to me. And then I'm sure after the coaching, we could be friends and we could go out and get some food and stuff like that because I'd be traveling down. So yeah, that's something that I'd be willing to do. I'd be up for that. As long as we can schedule it in, I'm sure we can. Definitely, I would be up for that. Weird thing is, I've noticed, Johnny, regularly I go to Starbucks on the morning, say 7 a.m. for some reason. I always get talking to girls. That's really good. It's like the more open, the more. That's good. I just find it too early to motivate myself. Well, I've got to be honest with you. At 7 in the morning, I think that would be challenging for most people. But like you said, you can still do it. You know? Motivation is a big part, a big factor in this as well. But I think inspiration, if there's a distinction, is probably better than motivation. When you're inspired to do something, you're definitely going to do it. Oh, sorry, I just got your joke there. That was funny. Can you do the sessions in the pyramid? Oh, you want me to coach you in the swimming pool for 6 weeks? I'm going to charge you double for that. You have to pay me double the price because that's like extra tuition. This guy. He wants me to coach him in the swimming pool. Maybe I should start doing a swimming program where I take guys for 6 weeks for swimming lessons, and we chat girls up in the swimming pool. That's not a bad idea. That's a good program. What do you guys think? You think I should create a new program where we go to swimming and you know. Most girls do appreciate them approaching. You guys are cracking up. So Lawrence says, "Well, if you go to Portsmouth for 6 weeks, then you can come to Florida for two." You guys are lazy kids. You want me to come to your place to coach you? Maybe I need to get over my own fears. Maybe fear stopping me from doing it because that's something I haven't done and I would like to do it. I haven't gone. No, I haven't. No, I haven't actually. I did go to Germany a few years ago to teach a boot camp, but I didn't give it enough time, so we didn't end up doing it. But I gave a talk in Germany, so I am going to do it. Actually, it's on the list. I'm not sure about Florida yet. I'm going to be coming to the States hopefully this year. It's one of my goals. But yeah, that's funny. I can't say anything. You cornered me in that one. Oh. This has been a great live stream, guys. I've really enjoyed it. I really feel like every live stream is getting better and better, and you guys are growing. And I really appreciate the honesty of everyone and the commitment and the support. I know for a fact that this is going to really help all of you. And I know it's helping me too. And I know and I don't feel guilty about that, or maybe I do. That's why I said it. I know if this is helping me, it's definitely helping you guys. It's a two-way thing. Yeah, I appreciate the live streamers as well. I'm going to be honest with you guys as well. I wasn't going to say this, and this is how much I enjoy doing this and spending time with you. I was actually on an instant date earlier. Okay, I'll be honest with you. She wasn't the right person for me, and I won't go into that. But I actually cut the date short, and I said, I've got to go, man. I've got to go to work, and that's how much I enjoy these live streams. So you know that says a lot. Yeah, that's a nice thing, knowing that you're not alone. You know, you have support. It's totally fine. It's fine to tell a woman that you're nervous when you talk to her. It's fine to tell anyone that you're nervous in a social situation. People appreciate it, and then it will actually free you up from the fear and make you relaxed. But don't overuse it. You know, don't use it as a technique for sympathy, because that wouldn't be good. Use it because it's true in that moment when you need to. Johnny, do you feel most girls like? Listen, you're asking someone who has dedicated my life to teaching philosophy. Women love being approached on the street. Most of them love it. I mean, I've got so much proof to testify that, even through my students and the videos. So they really like it. So maybe you're asking me, your mindset at the moment is challenging you on, is it okay? Do women like it? If you're positive and you're honest, it works out. So what else? Where are we as well? I think that's another little tip as well to help you to go when you're out approaching on your own. Because I think one of the biggest challenges of going out on your own is not feeling lonely because you're alone. So I learned from a person who felt lonely quite easily and going out on my own. I learned how to entertain myself. And I've done that. I mean, today after I coached my friend today after 2 hours, and then I went out on my own. I'm on my own now, and I really enjoy my own company. So it's also learning how to enjoy your own company. And you can only really do that by practicing going out on your own and speaking to them and learning to make the day fun and enjoy the day. Yeah, I'm sure this year I will do another student demonstration video. I just got to find the right person again with a good chemistry who will be willing to be filmed. How many days per week do you approach, Johnny? Well, at the moment, as things stand right now, I'm approaching every day. But I mix things up. So I've gone quite heavy today. I did a lot of approaching. I've got a couple of numbers. I'm hoping that they'll convert to dates. Tomorrow, I'm going to the gym. Also, just to remind you guys as well, I'm going to be live streaming tomorrow as well. I want to crack Monday, get straight into it. I'm going to be streaming about 8:30. I'll let you guys know tomorrow. You'll know in advance, but just to let you know, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. I won't be streaming probably on Tuesday and some of the rest of the week. So I'm going to be teaching and I'm going to be filming some new YouTube videos, but I'll definitely be on tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll continue where we left off. And I'm probably going to talk tomorrow a lot about going to the gym and things that you can do in your life to make you feel more confident that will help you with women. And I'm going to answer questions. So check tomorrow out. I'm going to be online about 8:30, but I'll let you guys know. Yeah, if you go on the YouTube channel, did you guys see in advance that I've kind of set the time of the calendar? So I'll set the calendar for tomorrow. How long would the teaching session be on the 6 weeks program? Well, each session is 2 hours long, and the 6 weeks in total it's 12 hours. So each session each session's 2 hours. You know. Ethan Ramsey, hey Johnny, love your content. Cheers, man. I'm glad you like it. The EO here. How do I tell a 25-year-old girl I'm seeing I live with my parents to save money without sounding like a sad bastard? Well, tell her from a positive place. And I did a newsletter recently You should get on my mailing list because I explained how to do this. So just come from a positive place. Don't say it in a way that's negative. Just say at the moment. Just bring up. Say, yeah, at the moment I'm staying with my parents short term because I'm saving up to get my own place. That's all you need to say. A woman will accept that. You don't have to go into it. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Whenever you feel to do my programs, get. And if any of you want to do my programs, I'm sure you know my email address anyway. Just in case you don't and you want to email me about coaching, it's Johnny Berba 88 at gmail.com. Could you cover approaching women as an older man, late 40s, early 50s? I can only do that if you pay me £50,000. Otherwise, I can't do it, Dave. Sorry, mate. I'm only joking. I'm just having a joke. Yeah, of course I can do that. I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that. I'll cover that at some point tomorrow or in the week. I'll touch on it now. I mean, at the moment, I work with a lot of clients that are 40 and in their 50s. And to be honest, it's the same philosophy as the young guys. You just got to get in the right mindset, approach. But there's certain advantages that you have. Yeah, Lawrence is 46, so you can, it might help each other if you can say how old you are. But it's never been a problem for me getting men results that are in their more later years, 40s, 45, 50. And again, I'm not just saying that, it's the truth. I've mentored lots of guys and they've got great results. I mean, Lawrence worked with me the other day and he got on a date from the first session. So it's time and time again proof. You just got to be willing to do it and not obsess and worry about your age. Because I think anything you worry about too much, you start projecting it onto the girls, and then they're going to turn you down. So don't worry about it so much. Just approach, and you'll see the difference. I've been working with Aiden for a while. Aiden's 40. You know, he's more. I'm working with a guy at the moment. I won't say his name because he might not want me to say. He's 50. He's just done my 6 weeks program. He's just booked for another 6 weeks because he got so much out of it. He changed his fashion. He's just set up his own business from my coaching. He said my coaching helped him to do that. He set up a property company. He's starting. My youngest and oldest client, I think my youngest client has been about 18. My oldest client, I think in his 60s, mentored a couple of guys. Yeah, the girls won't always ask about your age. It won't be a problem. Some will. So it's a numbers game. I said to you before, Lawrence. I said to guys before. Some girls, for them, it's going to be an issue if you're older than them. But you can't dwell on that. But a lot of girls are very attracted to older guys. I've dated some girls that say they won't date younger guys. They're 25. They just say they don't click with younger guys. So you got to go out and find the women that are going to be attracted to you and interested in you. And just some tips. And you already did it anyway, Lawrence. I'm not just talking about you, just in general. If you're a bit older, just take a little bit more pride in your appearance. So it's not your looks, it's your look. So get your grooming right. Get your fashion good, dress smart, go to the gym a couple of times a week. Don't abuse your body, kind of maintain your diet, and you're going to kick ass. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not exactly young. I'm probably older than a lot of the guys in here. I'm 35, so I'm coming to 40 as well. So this is important. You just have to find girls who have daddy issues. Yeah, just date the girls with daddy issues, and then you can address their issues, and then you've got a good girl there. You're 16. Okay, we got a guy who's 16 in the house. We gotta kick you out. We don't have if you're under 18, you've got to leave the stream. I'm just joking. I'm only joking. You're very welcome. You're starting young. Arse or tits? For me, arse or tits. I've got to say arse, man. I like the girl's bum. I don't mind if she's got two nipples, two small boobs. I've got to be careful. I'm speaking out loud. You'll throw me out of here. I wish I started this at 16. No, you don't. No, you don't. What is the first thing that you look to a girl? I would say energy. I sort of when I look at a woman, of course, the looks sort of draw you in, but I look at them. I feel like a creep now. I'm not a creep, just a voice. I get a sense of their personality and their energy. So that's important to me. Yep, very important. Even at 16, wow, you're thinking ahead of your years. I look at their hair and I'm weird. Nothing wrong with that. I like the hair as well. It's been good today. I've enjoyed this live stream because it's a bit like the old school teaching. We've just primarily, it's been quite raw. We've just focused on, attracting women and going out meeting women. Because my other ones are great. I've kind of diverted into personal development. I'm really sensing that I've got to come back to my old teachings and just really focus on helping guys to meet women and build confidence. That's kind of the fetish with hair. Make sure as well, guys, to get onto my newsletter, my website. You get a free video course when you sign up. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the event next week as well. I'm very excited about that. It's been an awesome event. I really like this live stream, Johnny. Yeah, me too. This has been great. Tips I mean, tips I mean to eye contact. You've got to consciously practice your eye contact. If your eye contact is struggling a bit with girls, just practice it more and more. Because my eye contact used to be really bad when I was younger. I would always look down at the floor. I wouldn't look people in the eye. So I started to practice it, and then it got a lot better. And if you can get on a date with a girl, if you want to practice eye contact, sit opposite her. I mean, generally in dating advice, they say don't do that because you can't escalate and kiss. But for eye contact, it's really good practice. So yeah, here's my website address. It takes a few seconds. If you join the mailing list, you'll get my mentorship through my newsletter as well, and you'll get a free video when you sign up. And if you want to unsubscribe from the newsletter anytime, if you feel like you're not getting value or you don't want to be spammed, then you can just unsubscribe. But it's really good stuff that I send out. If you like the video content and the talks, then you'll enjoy the newsletters. Join me and Aiden in Poland. Oh, great! You and Aiden go in Poland. What made me become a dating coach and a confidence coach? Just was a natural. You're the only person I ever enjoyed getting spammed by. That's good. See, get on the newsletter, guys, because if you enjoy spam, then you're going to love my newsletter because we spam you twice a day. What made me become a dating coach? Just common sense. Just I knew it was what I wanted to do and what I was good at and what I was meant to do. So yeah, natural progression. Okay. Are you I think you're Aiden's friend that you told me about. Are you Andrew? Is your name Andrew? Yeah, you can practice your eye contact on the train and stuff like that. Day game is great for that. It gives you the opportunity to approach to practice eye contact. Would I consider myself famous? Well, I would say yes and no. I'm famous in my industry, but I'm not famous enough where I'm all over the television and stuff like that. So I suppose it's I don't know. It's well, I don't know. Yes and no, I guess. Oh, okay, nice one. He told me about you. Yeah, great. Yeah, Aiden's doing great. He's a great guy. Have I approached in Essex? I've been down to Essex. No, I haven't approached in Essex. I enjoyed the video in Portsmouth. No, it was Brighton. Brighton. I can't remember. It was in Brighton. I've been to Essex and I haven't approached there. It wouldn't be a problem. You did one of my free events in the summer. Oh, great, great. So we've met. Um, I'm just trying to remember, Andrew, just because I've got a good memory. I've lost track now. Usually I'm good with faces. Hey, Johnny, I just wanted to thank you for the YouTube videos you put into it. It's helped me over the past few years. Things gain confidence. Thank you, man. You're very welcome. Sahil Patel, good man. I'm really pleased to hear that. You like the videos with the students? Yeah, Aiden's video was very popular. I had a lot of people approach me, really took to Aiden, and they liked the sessions. Yeah, it's not as easy. Well, maybe I'm making excuses, but I got to find students that are willing to come on YouTube and be filmed, and also ones that I have a good connection with. So it sort of comes every year, sort of year. I meet someone and it just happens. Yeah, the Hassan ones are good. I get a lot of people that like that as well. They like his series. I think what's good about the transformations is that I didn't do this consciously, but I kind of work with like every different guy from every different background, so that shows men that it's possible for everyone, because there's a lot of skepticism around, oh, this race has it easier or that is easier. And I coach kind of like everyone. That's good. You like my videos on social anxiety. That's great. Today's been albino. What can I coach them now? Yeah, no problem. Sorry, when you said albino, what did you mean? I didn't know if you made a joke there or was that yourself? Sorry, I lost track there. When did I realize I had an issue with social anxiety? Well, I knew it from a young kid. I was socially anxious when I was young. Oh, you're only joking. I thought you were joking. I had it since a young kid. I had it with family, with people at school. I battled with it all my life. How long did it take me to grow my beard? No homo. You homo. I'm just joking. Um, it grows quick now, to be honest. I don't know. Just I don't really, I don't really keep a time on it. It just grows fast, and I always have it. So I only trim it now, and maintain it. Right, I'm gonna get really big, like a guru. I'm gonna wear like a gown and start doing these live streams like a guru. I'm just joking. Then I get my Harley Davidson, right? You guys are cracking me up today, man. I grow my beard, right? Get my Harley Davidson, and at the back it will say, "Looks don't matter. Enjoy the process." Oh, it's good to laugh, man. It's therapeutic. How many of you? Oh, this is great. You guys are cracking. How many? How many of you think it's good to laugh? I will be irresistible. You're right, Lawrence. That's why I ain't getting it. I can't handle the attention. Hell's Angel jacket. When's the merchandise coming? Hey Joe, how you doing, my friend? It's coming soon, man. Johnny Berba t-shirts, Johnny Berba toothpaste, Johnny Berba airplanes, headlines, islands. Yeah, laughter is key, man. If you're not laughing, then you're depressed. So if you're laughing, it's a good sign. And laughing will get you out of your depression quicker than medication. That was just a joke. Yeah. Underwear as well. Yeah, Berber underwear. Yeah, underwear. What else is there? All kinds of stuff. That would be strange. Good night, guys. I'm leaving. Thank you for the video. Motivate me a lot. Great, man. Have a good sleep. Good night. We're going to end this in a couple more minutes, guys. It's going so well. I could continue this all night. But obviously, we've got homes to go to. We've got lives to live. You can put your face on the crotch. Yeah. I have a t-shirt saying "Take action" on the back. So this is, I know this is making me laugh a lot. I don't know why it's amusing me. You know, like you guys might not get this. My friends make fun of this, like like a t-shirt's on the back, like "Have you worked on yourself lately? Question mark. You cowards." Just a joke, obviously. It's good to laugh and not take this stuff serious. Yeah, get a strip of hair across the foot. You guys are funny. Making the process great again. That's true, yeah. All right, guys, you guys have just told me I can make millions of pounds, and I've already got, I've got my client base already. How many of you would buy a t-shirt if I got a new t-shirt saying "Enjoy the process" or "Take action"? How many? Let's see how much potential sales I got. It's you guys' fault. You gave me an idea. I wasn't selling. You guys said it. I'll take two. All right. Okay. Pre-orders. I'm getting some pre-orders now, guys. Get your money out. Get your credit card. Who's pre-ordering? Who's pre-ordering the Enjoy the Process t-shirts? Maybe I've got to get these things on. I never thought about it. I'll buy a Johnny Berber mug. Yeah, get the mugs out. Don't know why this is making me laugh a lot. You guys tickling me. Slim fit, yeah. Yeah, we get slim fit, large, medium, extra large. Get a t-shirt saying "Hi, ladies." On it, yeah. Who'd wear a t-shirt if I got one saying "I'm half Irish"? Hands up. Who'd wear a t-shirt at the back? Enjoy the process. I'm half Irish. Even if you're not half Irish, put your hands up. Oh my God. I think I've just seen a mouse. No. Me, definitely. That's great. You guys are fun. Which half? The good half, or the left-hand side? Lauren says no. Well, I'm full Irish. Okay. You don't need the half Irish t-shirt. So rounding this talk up, because everything's got to come to an end. This has been amazing. We've been there for 2.5 hours. It went so quick, so I enjoyed it. You guys have been great. I really enjoyed talking to you guys as well. The main key now is to, yeah, just take action. I'm in such a laughing mood now. I can't actually speak seriously about cracking up because you guys have got me laughing. Yeah, once you, yeah, once you go Berber, you'll never go further. Have you ever lived in Ireland, Johnny? No, no. Maybe in a past life. Yeah, but laughter is definitely the best medicine. So yeah, I've lost my train of thought because I've been speaking so long. Please excuse me. The boys are coming. I did get my snacks, Mark. You missed it. Look, I had my nuts. I did, mate. And I'm actually hungry now. I think I'm gonna have to grab a bit of Chinese food on the way home. Where am I now? Wow, this has been great. I'm knackered. This is a good time. So the main key is just focus on one day at a time, guys. That's what I'm doing as well. That really helps to stop you being overwhelmed and anxious. Just focus on each day at a time. Do what you can. What's your favorite Chinese dish? I got two. I like soy chicken on rice and king prawn chow mein. To be honest, my diet probably mainly consists of Asian food, Asian and Caribbean food. I'll eat a lot of Asian food. I'm getting in better shape actually because I got quite out of shape for the last few months and I'm slimmer now, getting more in shape, enjoying it. Oh, you're living in the broom cupboard at the hotel? Yep, that's me, Andrew. I live in the broom. We've got what do you call it? I can't even speak now. I'm completely dried up. I'm in a crazy state. I have a deal with them. Do you like egg? No, I don't like egg fried rice. I love it. Yeah, my favorite is Peking and Cantonese duck with egg fried rice. That sounds good. I do. I like duck as well. The pancakes are really good. The one with the duck that you put the duck in the sauce and a bit of salad. I love that one. A good little date place as well when you go. The convo went downhill at prawn toast. Yeah, prawn toast. You like your prawn toast, Mark? Now you know what it is. You know when you talk for so long and you have a great connection, the words start losing the meaning, and you just feel that connection, and then you don't need the words. Egg fried rice, some down the road. Yeah, I'll eat Chinese from anywhere. I like the cheap ones, the posh ones. Or I'm a fanatical Chinese. I've been eating Chinese since I was a kid. That's never going to change. You guys are making me hungry, Christ. Yeah, you're making me hungry. I've got to definitely get Chinese on the way home. I do like Indian actually. My family love Indian. I prefer Chinese more, but I can feel as I'm getting older, my taste for spicy food is growing more, and I probably will divert off into the Indian food. But I like my onion bhajis once in a while. Some onion bhajis, bit of rice, bit of naan bread. What's happened, guys? We've gone from dating advice onto food. This is not a food channel, guys. I'm gonna have to ban you from the channel. Pizza or Chinese? Every day of the week, Chinese. I don't like cheese. Yeah, Thai food's good, Joe. I've tried that as well. That's nice. Um, Johnny, try in the Park Lane. It's amazing Indian place. Okay. Tamarind. Okay, I remember that. MasterChef JB. Yeah, I love my food, man. I love the food. Actually, this is I'm not. This is actually not a joke. Even though I'm in a laughing mood, and I'm probably going to keep laughing because you guys just cracking me up. A good thing that I I can't speak now. I can't actually be serious and give dating advice because you guys have just you've tickled me with a feather, and I've got this thing now. Every time I speak, I can't stop laughing. You guys have just you've killed it now. I was going to say actually, oh my god, we've got 25 people watching the stream. I was about to end this. Oh, one guy's run away. He doesn't want to be seen. We've got 24. Don't mention numbers. It scares people. Basically, one of the things that I do, which really helps me with going out and doing. I can't speak without laughing, guys. You guys have ruined me. It's like you've hypnotized me. You've done a Paul McKenna on me. I cannot give dating advice without cracking up. I hope this is going to wear off and I'm not going to have some Peter Pan spell on me where I'm going to be trying to coach clients and bursting out laughing. Then they're going to think I'm crazy, I'm nuts, and then they're going to come back to my teaching again. Basically, I can't speak. I can't speak what I laugh with. Oh boy, take a deep breath. 1, 2. Oh boy, this is great. This is great. I'm like a kid again. If you do 2 hours of approaching on the street, right, and then you take a break and you go for a meal, this is like a religion for me. I find you get better results on the street. Now, obviously, when you do 2 hours of approaching, usually you're knackered and you're hungry. The psychological side of it is, I'm not laughing. This is good. It wore off. The meal is like you're rewarding yourself for your hard work. And then I find 2 hours of approaching, taking a break, sitting down, getting a meal, reflecting over what you did, how the experience went, and then getting back out and doing another hour is really good for solo because it can get lonely when you're approaching on your own. So that's why I said incorporate some entertainment. I was saying to this Lawrence earlier, I just got an idea, Lawrence, this really helps me. Sometimes booking something after, like going to the cinema, because on your own, doing 2 hours of approaching with on the street day game, right? Coming away from the 2 hours, going and getting a Chinese meal, then hitting the cinema. It's wonderful, man. Johnny roams the hotel corridors at night. I do. I'm not going to deny it, man. Listen, they must think like everyone in London now in the hotels knows me. They must think, what is this guy doing? He comes in the hotel, he buys coffee and Coke, he talks out loud to the computer. They probably think I'm nuts, I'm crazy. And then he goes, great tip. Yeah, it does, man. Listen, as men, we get hungry when we hunt. We're hunters, remember? We're hunter. So it does make you hungry. That's why always it's a religion for me. If I've finished teaching a student, guaranteed after the coaching session, I'm running straight to get a burrito. Today I had a burrito with my client. That's great as well, Mexican burrito. So even when I do these live stream after on the way home, I'll have to get some food. So the food helps, man. That's good. I'm funny because I thought I lost my humor. See, I said yesterday when I got to 35, I lost my sense of humor. Now I found it again. Bon appetit. Yep. Imagine now, right? If no more infill videos on the channel, we just do these live streams every day. I could see actually. I wouldn't be surprised. And I don't have a business idea or strategy behind this. If it ended up being a whole YouTube channel where we just connect as guys, we help each other, and that grows the channel. Maybe it's meant to be because it's weird lately. I just feel a real connection with doing the live streams. It feels like it just feels very natural. It's not forced. I know you guys can sense it as well, and that's usually when things work out. It's great. We've got a newcomer, Aeon Trans. Hey Johnny, what's your take on online dating, such as Tinder? Well, I just think I got to be honest, man. It's just the worst thing you could do. It's terrible. It's not good. It doesn't build your confidence, but you do what you feel is right. Listen, I've had a couple of people say, I can only think on one hand. I think one girl said, well, I met my boyfriend on Tinder, we fell in love. Great. But in my experience, it ain't good in the long run. Yeah. Tinder improvisation. Yeah. If anything, I would say if you're going to do Tinder, okay, fair play. Listen, if Tinder works, you keep doing it because if it works, great. But you should incorporate some social practice as well, so you can learn the day game, do day game and Tinder. That's great, man. You feel connected to the guys in here. Great. I feel connected. Today's been really good, really connected. All the streams have been good, especially today. I'm definitely going to upload this one on the channel again because it's gone so well. Yeah, it's been great. Wow, wow, really, yeah, I've learned so much today. It's been really positive, really inspiring. So many good, yes, I really appreciate you guys contributing. So many good ideas. Yeah, I'm going to be on tomorrow night as well, guys. I'm going to be talking a lot about lifestyle, doing things to improve your confidence, and then we'll have the regular Q&A. So check out tomorrow around 8:30 in the evening again. I'm going to be on because I'm going to hit the gym tomorrow. I'm really excited about swimming. Any of you want to try swimming? It's been, man, it's given me so much happiness and it's just great, man. Swimming in the gym. So I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. Some other stuff as well. Anything that comes to mind that I think is relevant. Yeah, I thought about living in. I could see myself living in Eastern Europe for a short time because now I've just got my own place. I've moved. I'm moving in officially soon next week. I've got everything. I just got to get the plumbers to fix my toilet, and then I've got a new place that's in Central. So now I've got my own place. Finally, I can probably travel a little bit more. Best thing to start a conversation with women for beginners. I would say compliments. Start with a compliment, question, statement. That's the best way to build a conversation. You compliment someone, tell them the truth, woman, how you feel. You ask questions to get to know them so they can respond. And then you make statements. If you use those three, they're the ingredients to conversation. The Super Bowl is about to start, is it? Yeah, I'll need the plumbers in after the Indian food, definitely. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's great. I haven't been Kiev, Joe. I went Krakow a couple of years ago. I absolutely loved it. I know. I told you the women are beautiful, aren't they? They're feminine, and yeah, man, it's just great. Definitely, I'm going to go there soon. I approached a Polish girl today, actually, man. I'll tell you guys, I was crazy for her, man. I thought I was going to get her, and she told me I do have a boyfriend, but we had a great connection. I gave her a hug. I didn't want to let her go, but she has a boyfriend. I was just talking to her about that I like Poland. Beautiful girls, Polish girls. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, I'll talk about that. I'm going to start covering this on the channel, Mark, about improving style because these are the things that I've been working on myself, and it helps a lot. So I'll cover that tomorrow. I'll cover about the gym, how that really benefits guys, especially with anxiety, depression, and wanting to improve with picking up girls, day game stuff like that. I'm going to cover that. But yeah, yeah, I have to try Lithuania. Lithuanian girls beautiful as well. Oh, they're stunning. They're beautiful. I've met a lot in London. John Sell, you're a legend. Cheers, John. I appreciate that. Kiev sounds good, man. I got to tell you guys this anyway. This is off topic, but on the topic of comedy, I find this very funny. You subscribe to? No, I don't know who that guy is. Never heard of him. Just a funny joke. You know when you have a joke with a girl, like this girl, I met a girl from Russia. I didn't sleep with her, by the way. We kissed, but I had a great time with her. That doesn't matter. I approached her in London, and I ended up, yeah, we ended up meeting up for 3 days in a row, and I just really enjoyed the time with her. And she's in Russia now. We're still texting WhatsApp, and I invited her to come stay with me because she's coming London in March. She said she would, but we'll see how it goes. But she found my YouTube videos actually. She was a bit freaked out at the start. She texted me saying, "I hope that you haven't filmed the date and stuff." I'm shocked, and then I called her up and just said, "Listen, what I'm doing is great. I help guys. It's honest." And then she calmed down, and she's fine about it now. She makes fun of me, and this made me laugh. It's very silly. You know, silly things make you laugh sometimes. And she texted me and she called me a bad pick-upper, and that word has stuck me now, and it makes me laugh. So obviously her English is a bit broken, so it makes me laugh. So we always joke back and forward, and I say, "No, I'm a good pick-upper." So she doesn't call me a pick-up artist. I'm not a pick-up artist, by the way, but she calls me a pick-upper. She says I'm a very bad pick-upper, and that makes me laugh. I told my mum that, and I just found that funny. I wanted to share that with you guys. It's silly, but it makes me laugh. So look, in text, it's funny because obviously, understanding that a girl doesn't speak good English, to call me like the word a pickup in text, it made me laugh. You know, must be crazy living right in the mix. It's a bit crazy having to deal with the crowds all the time. Well, I've just recently moved, so it's just been new for me. But I grew up in West London. So I've been down these sides so many years. I'm used to it. I'm used to the craziness, and that's why I scarper in like hotels and stuff to get away from the busyness. So I'm not in it all the time, Andrew. I do. I mean, yeah, the pick-upper that made me laugh. So all of you guys, right? You're pick-uppers, which they're going to call you fellow pick-uppers. Hands. Let me know if you're a pick-upper. Mark, you're a pick-upper. Joe, who's a pick-upper in the group? The word makes me laugh because I get the broken English. I love Russian men. I love Russian women. I love all women. I love Eastern European women. Sounds like it does, doesn't it? It sounds like a movie. The Pickupper, one of those like cheesy American films. The Pickupper. One man, one desire, coming to a town near you. He was called the Pickupper. He had no flakes. He had no fear. He was willing to do whatever it takes to find woman of his dreams, the one and the only, the pickupper, coming now. Who would watch that film? I should make a film called it The Pickupper. You should make a movie called that, Johnny. I shouldn't it? We should copyright that. One man, one date, one man, one desire to get laid. He was called the Pickupper. Oh, Arnie impression. You're my Arnie impression. Oh, guys, you guys are really pushing me, man. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes. Okay, I'll try and do it. My only impression. When I first came to Hollywood, everyone told me, Arnold, you cannot do it. You're too strong. Your accent is too Austrian. You will never succeed. I trained my arms very hard. Get to the job and get down. Come on, kill me. Do it. I'm right here. They're going to throw me out the hotel definitely now. I'm a bit off today on my Arnold impression. Yeah. Please don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired. Stick around. Stick around. Please don't disturb my pickup. He's dead tired. He's been getting flakes for the past month. I told him to take the woman. This is very important, guys. Let me give you a dating tip, right? If you want to get the tens, the amazing women, you've got to take them to the chopper. Get down, get to the chopper. Come on, kill me, do it. I'm right here. That's not bad, is it, for an Arnold impression? Not too bad. You guys like my Arnie impression? You sound just like him. Well, great. I should start charging, man. How fair is this, right? 100,000 euros for an Arnie impression. Is that not worth it? Do Trump? I actually can't do Trump because I haven't heard him enough to catch his accent. But Arnold, I've heard. When I first came into learning day game, I was so tired. I was so scared. But I found the strength to train my arms, to beat Lou Ferrigno, to win Mr. Universe 7 times in a row, to become the highest paid actor in Hollywood. There we go, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm going to get thrown out of here soon. They're going to think I'm crazy. Pumping iron. Yeah, I love that, man. Arnold is great. I sound just like him. Oh, that's great. It makes me feel good. I might make a pickup video with an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. Do Rocky. Yo, Adrian. Yo, Adrian. Hey, yo, Butkus. Hey, Tommy. Yo, Adrian. Yo, Paulie. Don't be rude to your sister, Paulie. I can do a little bit. Trump says, Senior. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Paulie. Hey, yo, Adrian. You know, Apollo Creed is the greatest champion. Scarface. So I can do it sometimes. I can't always get in character. I'll try. Okay. This is actually, I think he has the best pickup line ever in the world. I think he's amazing at picking up women, even though it's borderline cheesy, but it's something, I love his pickup skills in the film Scarface, where he says, you know, the first time I lay eyes on you, I say, she's a tiger. She belonged to me, man. Yeah, that's the boss's lady, man. The boss. The booze and the kucha tell him what to do. The guy is soft. The chick is with, man, she like me, man. How do you know she likes you? The eyes, Chico. They never lie. Como se llamo? What do you call yourself? Antonio Montana. And you? What do you call yourself? What do you learn to speak the English, Tony? In school, I learn. I watch guys like Humphrey Bogart, James Cagney. I like those guys. They teach me to talk. I always know someday I come in here, United States, just like the president saying, hey, where do you get that scar, tough guy, eating pussy? How am I going to get a scar like that in a pussy, man? You should see the other kid, man. You won't recognize him. Anyway, that's my that's my Scarface impression. It's okay. I'm working on it. I never seen Scarface. Going to watch it. Oh, it's an amazing film, classic movie. Dude, you're quite good. Multi-talented. We're all multi-talented here. So we're not just pick-uppers. We're impressionists. So say hello to my little friend. I can't shout. I think I'm going to get thrown out. This town is great line. Okay, let me say this line. Make sure I'm going to get in trouble here. Got to be okay. This town is like one good pussy waiting to get fucked. Oh no, I just said that on my YouTube channel. I'm just impressed. I should be all right. YouTube won't tell me off. First, you get money. Then you get money, you get power, and then you get a woman. I mean, look at the way he dresses, man. That's style, man. Flash. Me, I want what's coming to me. Oh yeah, what's coming to you, Tony? The world, Chico, and everything in it. That is a classic movie, man. Honestly, that film embodies. Do you know what, guys? Actually, on the topic of films, that is a great film to watch with a girl. Some girls will go no. Some will say yes. Scarface, True Romance, Good Will Hunting, all these masculine, great films, man. I'm glad you guys find. I can't believe actually I've got the courage to do impersonations with you guys. You guys got me loosened up. I can't do a terrorist impression. I feel like Johnny would make a good modern day Ace Ventura. Oh no, I didn't want to hear that. Alrighty then. One of my favorite movies. Yeah, I love movies, man. This is another thing as well, guys. What helps that I can't stop being a teacher. What we're passionate about: films, travel, friendships. Comedy. Ahmed did it. I can't do him. I kill you. I kill you. I kill you. I kill you. Don't miss. I kill you. If you guys, you guys are cracking me up today, man. If you guys don't approach women today, tomorrow, if you don't approach women now, I kill you. Mark, I kill you. Paulius, I kill you. Guys, I need a quick toilet break and then we're going to finish up. We're going to do another 5-10 minutes and we're definitely finished up. I'll be back in a second. Actually, on the topic of films, have you guys seen Training Day? Oh man, that Denzel Washington performance, that is a piece of art, man. Beautiful. I think he's a nighttime cleaning job at the hotel. Yeah, yeah, that's it, man. You're right, Andrew. Denzel, classic film. Classic film is Training Day, Scarface, Goodfellas, True Romance, Good Will Hunting, um, Sicario. So many good films. Haven't seen Rounders. Babe Station. You're a naughty boy. Forrest Gump. It's good. What else is good? Yeah, man. Loads of good films. Brokeback Mountain. I haven't seen that, but I love Heath Ledger in The Joker, Batman, Bane. Plus, what is a classic? Mr. Wayne. I was born in the dark, molded by it. Mr. Wayne. Who knows who that is? Snatch. That's a classic. Midnight Cowboy. You're taking the piss, Andrew. What is this? What the hell is that? Oh, it's foil. What other film is classics? RoboCop 1, anyone? Is a classic. Terminator is a classic, yeah. I haven't seen that. Blazing Saddles. What's that? Rock and Roll. I haven't seen that. I actually, for my love, I know it's a bit cheesy, but I just love it for Eternity. Karate Kid 1, Daniel-san. Hey, wax on, wax off. Please Call Me. Good film, funny. It's a classic film. Let's see how good you guys are. Falling Down. Michael Douglas. That is an absolute classic, man. What's up, man? You're coming to the end, Frederick, but better late than never. All Guy Ritchie movies, yeah. Falling Down, guys, is a classic. Check that movie out. Good film. John Voight and Dustin Hoffman. Yeah, do you know what's a great film? Which is amazing. What is it? Heat. That's a classic. Yeah, Falling Down. You guys have got to see Sicario as well. Watch that with my dad. First film, brilliant. Top 3 films I've ever watched. It's hard. Scarface, There's got to be up there. Goodfellas, and actually Highlander. That's my best film of all time. I love that. Cable Guy. Yeah, that's a classic. I mean, my brother liked that film. Indiana Jones, more when I was younger. Taxi Driver is the original Falling Down. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Taxi Driver is a classic, but they're different, but they're similar. They're about two men that have just cracked up, had a breakdown, and they decided to take action. Wizard of Oz, Escape from New York, Tombstone. You guys are going for it, right? You're welcome, my friend. It's coming to that time, isn't it, guys? We're approaching the 3-hour mark. Harry Potter and the Sorcerers. I'm actually watching. I never usually watch. Just trying to get into Dexter because my mum, brother, family, everyone's telling me that's pretty good. I'm enjoying it so far. Who's seen Dexter the series? Is that crazy? Kind of weird. Fair enough. It is a bit weird. All right, guys, we're gonna call it a day because I've got to get back home. Home Alone. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, guys, we're gonna call it a day. It's been amazing. I could go on, but I've got to get back. Vamos. Haven't seen that. I'm going to go through the live stream again and look at some of the videos that you guys recommended. Debbie does Dallas. What other ones are there? I've seen that. Great. You're welcome, mate. Yeah, guys, let's call it a night. It's been amazing. I've loved it. I've really enjoyed it. This has been brilliant. I'm going to be on tomorrow night, guys, so we can catch up. We can continue where we left off. I'm going to cover some more things tomorrow about the gym, fashion, day game, other stuffs. Been awesome, man. I'm going to upload this on the channel as well. Thanks, guys, for all of your contribution and effort, and it was really good to laugh as well and have fun. Hopefully, they're not going to ban me from this every hotel now for talking out loud. Awesome night, Lawrence. Awesome, Joe. Being direct. Right, definitely got to go. So, any questions I've not answered, save them, and I'll be on tomorrow night. I'll let you guys know about 8:30. All right. Love you guys. Bye, man.